Okay, let's see if this works. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Nathan, no sleep for you, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay, so, as always with these streams, I'll just take the first 5 or 10 minutes to chat. We'll do some updates on what's happening in MABINOGI Duel. We'll just wait for everybody to come in and settle in. Alright. And I'm, hey, Luke Arkwright, nice to see you. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yes, I'm still tweaking with the stream settings just a little bit after Monday's wipe, unfortunately. So if anything starts going a bit weird, do let me know. You'll notice, unfortunately, there is no chat box. My restream is it's faulty at the moment, unfortunately. So people on Twitch can't read what's happening on YouTube and vice versa. Not that it really matters. Most people are on the YouTube thing anyway. I think we've got everybody on YouTube at the moment. All right, Kelpesh. See you once you're done with dinner. And yeah, welcome to everybody else. Okay. All right. Well, for starters, let's go through what's changed, shall we? For everybody that hasn't actually logged into the game yet or doesn't really know what's going on, this patch today, 2 patches apparently, because they kind of messed up the first one, it seems, changed just a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, you'll notice that there is a home screen. We no longer have the Soul Link. I haven't been able to find... Ah, no, there we go. So Soul Link is down in the little settings thing. You can still activate it, which is good if you want to fight people that are close to you, but they kind of shoved it out of the way, which, fair enough, I suppose. I don't know why they didn't put it onto the main screen. Seems a little bit weird, but... What do we think of the new Hyena King? Lukaku, he basically sucks. Because he costs 2 now instead of 1. So he's no longer a good replacement for Elf. And as far as nature goes, you don't really need a 2-cost creature. Especially not one that can be removed by a 2-cost spell. So it's a bit of a shame, but everyone can just go right back to using Elf and Elephant now, I suppose. Nobody's really using Heavy Offering, although with Hyena King out, I suppose we'll start seeing that creep back in again. Decent for a fun little theme deck if you're going for a hyena themed deck, but the hyenas themselves are pretty terrible, so. Ken is your nickname, is it, Kalpesh? Okay. Kengi, yes. Okay, so yeah, this is quite interesting down at the bottom. If you tap on the various arenas, it will actually pop up the last results, which is pretty cool. They are recorded properly on the unofficial forum and on the subreddit, but this is actually a really nice way of just seeing who is in the top 10 in the last round. I quite like that. Hey Keithan, welcome to the stream. Hyena King's HP doubles now instead of gaining 2 HP each turn. Lukaku, I mean, it's fine. The problem with Hyena King is that you can't bring him out at level 1 anymore. He's not a 1-cost, and his ability only activates when a second creature is played, and nobody's going to let Hyena King last for longer than 1 turn anyway. And I think even with doubling his health, he's still vulnerable to a removal spell of the same cost. Ketan, do I know you? Well, I remember you from the last stream. What arenas are even worth playing now that they've been nerfed? Basically, play the arenas that you were playing already, because if you're getting up into Platinum with them, then it's still okay to get up into Platinum, but there's not really any point in getting into Gold PvP anymore. The arenas that you were already aiming for Platinum, keep going with those. Any arenas that you only wanted to get into Gold with, forget about them, they're not worthwhile anymore. Lukaku activates a hyena summon, yeah, but you have to summon the hyena, so it's got to be at level 2, and it's still going to be removed by the same cost removal spell, and you've got to play hyenas, which suck. Yes, Tadika means hello, Ketan. I remember that now. Yes, thank you. So yeah, Hyena King, fun for a theme deck, but you're not going to see him in the top 10 or any high-level players running him. There's no point. You've got to play hyenas, which suck, and he can still be removed for his same cost, and so on and so forth. Nature doesn't really use sort of mid-range creatures anyway. You use Elf and you use Elephant, and then at the far end you've got stuff like Nata, possibly, and mutants like Goblin Bomb Squad and things like that, but you tend not to find like 2-cost creature cards. Good deck. Okay. So anyway, yeah, the arena stuff down the bottom is pretty cool, being able to see all of that. The Cat Merchant, I'm not really sure why they put that as a shortcut there. Request a friendly duel. I mean, nobody I know really uses the Cat Merchant, so... Can't help but noticing I'm in a real gem stock. People have been very generous to me with gifts, actually. Everybody's been jumping into the game right now, trying to buy up all of the 5-star packs, FOD packs, and so on and so forth. Well, there is no FOD pack, but that kind of thing. And yeah, they've just been really nice about giving me gem gifts and things. It's been really nice. Then there's a tutorial section, which is pretty cool. I like that. Soul Link tutorial is a bit odd, given they kind of shoved that all the way out the way, but okay. Jurgen's bad. Yeah, nobody disputes that. I don't run Jurgen. So yeah, some interesting stuff there. The daily logins have been updated better than they used to be, that's for sure. You now actually get more boosters, and they're actually decent boosters now. It's not just single stuff. Strong personalized logo, Nathan. Mean strategy and stuff. Yeah, chess pieces is cool. Quantum chess, if you're going super thing. And then you've got the special tickets, which are just, they're a nightmare, but hey, so it goes. We'll get around to that. Have I been playing this a long time, Ketan? Yeah, I've been playing for over a year. I've been playing since it first came out in Global. Quests have been updated, which is pretty good. If it ever passes over, there's been a bit of lag on the game, actually, since the patch. I'm not sure whether it's just my machine or not. But you got the official Launch to the Forest of the Dead event mission, which you can use to get the chocolate bouquets, which you can then in turn use to purchase special things and get skins. But I did an article on the mathematics of that in the subreddit, and it's not really worthwhile. The daily missions and the draft missions have had their rewards updated, which is pretty cool. You have a question, Francesco? Ask away. Hello, Han. Welcome to the stream. And yes, hello, Francesco. Welcome to the... or Steve Rogers, welcome to the stream. So the rewards have been updated, and you can now get 14 gems from the daily and 14 gems from the draft, which is pretty cool. Takes you up to 28, which along with the gold membership is now the best possible way of earning money for free-to-play players. The official mission got you wrecked, didn't it, Lukaku? Hello, Ronnie. Welcome to the stream. We're just going through all of the changes right now and what people think about them. So the reward updates to the daily and the draft are pretty nice. Those are good updates. Yeah, rip Hyena King. No more Hyena King. Nobody's going to play that card anymore. Creator deck for beginners, level 41. I mean, if you're level 41, you're not a beginner. But yeah, we create beginner decks all the time. How can you get daily mission booster and draft booster now? You basically don't, as far as I'm aware. I'll just double check the new reward changes, but I'm pretty sure most of them have been taken out. Let's see. So yeah, the newbie arena and the draft arena don't give you boosters anymore. The rookie and PvP arenas don't give you boosters, and the veteran limited arenas don't give you boosters, except unless you're in champion or in the top 10 in veteran limited, in which case you get an EXT card booster. But otherwise, you don't get the free daily and draft boosters anymore, which really sucks. Because that's a major way that people got their mutants and got money, but not possible anymore. Also, the daily and draft have actually changed a bit. The daily mission booster is still a mutant, but the draft mission is now a plus pack, not a mutant pack. Final opponent of the third mission... Oh, hey, Thras. Hello, Neon. Welcome to the stream. Final opponent of the third mission uses a white bunny deck. Totally wasn't expecting it. Tried to use Xeris and flood the board to hang on. Used Meteor Drop. Ouch. Bunny was buffed since we tested. Thank goodness. Is a 5-star pack worth opening, Thras? If you are looking to complete your collection, then yes. If you are looking to sell the card that's in it, then no, not really. The problem with the 5-star card is that because it's available for gems, it means that everybody can get the card that's in there, which means everybody that wants that card is going to be getting it that way. So the demand for the card is going to drop, so the prices are going to drop. Time to rest sleep, is it, Nathan? Okay, alright, yeah, gamer's gotta have his rest timer, okay. You go sleep at the inn, regenerate your HP, and we'll see you in the morning, dude. Oh, Cat Motion's been going nuts today with trying to get me to trade stuff for him. Anyway, so yeah, the 5-star, only good for if you are trying to fill your collection, really. Oops, didn't mean to tap on that. Is my fever over? Unfortunately, not really. I'm feeling better today, but I'm also hopped up on medication. So, but it's okay. Tomorrow's video is nice and easy. It's just a guide thing for the missions, and then I can just sleep all weekend. All right, so going into the shop, since we're in here now, there are now 3 locked boosters. The special card booster is locked, the Valentine in this case. The SIH card booster is locked, and the FODP booster is locked. Bunny's ability is permanently active as long as it's on the battlefield. I'm not sure that's a buff, honestly. I think I might have preferred it the other way around. I mean, it does mean that the enemy has to target the bunny, but unless the bunny's HP has been vastly improved. Also, capture. Oof. How am I good for the gold? I'm going crazy. Yeah. Francesco. Yeah, I'll be talking about the best way of getting cards you want, money, gold, and what are the best boosters to aim for now in just a bit. You played against Hyena King player and it's very OP then before the patch because you won't 3 turns until the buff. He buffs now at the first turn. Hyena King is not OP, unfortunately. You can't play him before level 2 because you'll just be removed. And even at level 2, you have to play him next to hyenas, and hyenas suck. It's a fun deck to use, the Hyena King with the hyenas, but it's not going to beat any top tier player. Any witch deck that can be used top 10? Yes, the Mutant, Shushu, and Shishi deck can be used top 10, and Xena is a solid top 10 witch. Bunny itself is immortal now. Ah, okay, alright. So if the bunny itself is immortal, then that is definitely a buff. Excellent, excellent. Benneth, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Alright. Yeah, so the bunny is a buff. We're still going to see Capture and Turn to Frog and Cocoon Trap shutting it down, but yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I'm glad, honestly. Bunny was one of my favorite lab creatures. That and Leaf Hikaru. But then in testing, he just didn't work because he didn't affect mutants, which was really disappointing. I don't suppose anybody knows if he does affect mutants now, because he didn't during testing, and he should have based on his description. If he doesn't affect mutants, then he's still good with his new ability, but it's less good. Bunnyvera combo? Yeah. Kind of, except the problem with that is that Nerva is usually used next to creatures that transform, because that helps her to charge up. Because the only other way to charge up Nerva would be with your own transformation spells, and those get very expensive. But if you're using a bunny deck, then the bunny won't protect anybody that has the ability to transform, because the bunny's ability won't affect them. So you'd probably be better off using a bunny counterspell, honestly, combo, if you're going to go with that. Or don't worry too much about the bunny going down. Just make sure that you can revive it in some way. I'm not sure. I'd really need to test it. The problem with it is that there's no real way of getting a hold of the FODP cards. So, yeah, let's talk about that. The boosters are locked. Okay, so you need special tickets in order to access the FODP, as well as the special edition and I've forgotten what it's called now. The SIH, that's it. The SIH boosters. So you can spend real money on it, or you can do a lot of the arenas and things. Not right now, Thras. You can do a lot of the arena things. But if you're a free-to-play player, if you can't afford to spend real money, and I don't blame you, it's really expensive. It's going to take about 4 days for you to unlock a single special edition, special ticket, unless you get lucky with your daily logins. So you're going to have to really pick and choose what boosters you want to open. You can't just open all of them. 2 bunnies with a rush deck and massive AoE like Meteor Drop. Yeah, but if you had 2... yeah, the problem with Meteor Drop is... well, no, I suppose so. You could put your creatures in the middle and Meteor Drop wouldn't affect them. So, no, that would actually be a good idea. Yeah. You make this troll a classic stream thing, trust you. Yeah, two bunnies that you could switch them in, and a Meteor Drop would actually be a very, very good AoE. So would Forest Fire. That would be decent. Yeah, we might actually see people beginning to run Holy Spear in PvP if the Moon Bunny becomes a big thing, which is quite interesting. So, I'm wondering how could we get FOD cards now after being released? Okay, so Dr. Cocktail. The only way to get FOD cards is through the Mutant Super Booster. That's the only way to get a lot of FOD cards. You can get some FOD cards through the, if it comes up, there we go, through the FODP pack, but that requires a special ticket to unlock, and those are very, very difficult to get a hold of. So you can either use a special ticket and pull one of the 14 FOD cards that are in the FODP pack. None of them are very good, unfortunately, in the current FODP pack. It's all pretty, it's like Clockmaker and things like that. It's no good. Or you get them through the Mutant Super Booster. The problem with that is the Mutant Super Booster now contains all cards from the very first generation all the way up to the current generation. So the odds of you pulling an FOD or FODP card, very, very low. Very low. Lukaku, you get FOD cards in basically in a booster. Not really true. You get 2, I think, in the SIH. You get 4 in the Valentines. You get 3, I think, in the 5-star. And none of them are good. They're not good FOD cards. It's all Clockmaker and things like that. Yeah, I look inside the 5 stars. I'm saying you get like 2 or 3. You don't. It's not a pack that's full of the FODs, and they're bad. They're bad cards. They're not FOD cards you actually want. Did I already get my hands on the new Leaf Ninja? No, no. I did really, really like her. The problem is the only way to get the Leaf Ninja at the moment is through the Mutant Super Booster. No other pack contains her, so I have to wait for her to pop up in the store, and unfortunately, that's going to be extremely expensive. And you can see from my gold, I simply can't afford her. You can only get to Platinum with Draft Arena Neon. You only start playing this January. Well, that's fine. I mean, getting into Platinum is still good. Platinum in Draft, unfortunately, has been nerfed. So now you only get 10 gems, a 20% discount ticket, and 2 20% discount tickets. It's really bad, actually. You're missing the old system now, Dr. Cocktail. Yeah, I kind of am as well. Lukaku, you bought 3 Leaf Hikaru packs and you got 0 of them. Yeah, it's a shame. Also, it's a shame that it's a gold Leaf Hikaru. I honestly would have preferred if the FODP pack there had been just the normal nature one. Not that the gold Leaf Ninja Hikaru is bad, but it's kind of an unnecessary mutant in your deck. You could definitely make the green Leaf Hikaru work very well, and then you don't take the HP hit for the mutant. So, but yeah, it's a shame you didn't pull anything. They all have the same special ticket. Kind of. Draft Arena no longer... Well, Draft Arena won't give you a special ticket, apparently, anymore. I'm looking at the rewards thing now. It's all just gems and 20% discount tickets. You can only get special tickets from Rookie, PvP, Limited, and Veteran. And you need to get into at least Gold. There's no more rewards for Bronze in any of the arenas, and Silver in all arenas will now only give you a very few gems. Veteran doesn't... Veteran doesn't do what? Veteran has special tickets, but again, you need to get into Gold for Rookie, PvP, Veteran, and Limited. Chocobo Noise, welcome back. Chocobo Nip Nip. Okay, so yeah, you've got to be really careful about what you use your special tickets on, because you need to use them to unlock the packs, and I haven't been able to get a hold of any special tickets because I didn't get that wasn't my daily login, and I'm not spending $50 on getting enough gems to afford to be given a special ticket. So I'm not sure, but I suspect what it is that they're either used per purchase or they'll reset every 24 hours. So there's no interest in doing Rookie if Veteran drops tickets. Yeah, the Veteran is actually better for ticket drops. If you get into Gold in Rookie or PvP, you get 1 special ticket. Gold in Veteran will get you 2 special tickets. And the same thing, Platinum in Rookie and PvP will give you 2. Veteran and Limited will give you 3. And so on and so forth. The problem, of course, with that is the Veteran goes over 3 days and Rookie goes over 2. So, you'd have to crunch the numbers, but yeah, you'd get more for a single round of Veteran, certainly. And Lukaku, you can actually tell us whether or not the special tickets are per purchase or whether or not they're a 24-hour thing to unlock. Veteran is better for everything. Yeah, I can't stand Veteran personally, but that's just a personal thing. The 15 fights a day for 3 days in a row absolutely kills me. But yeah, if you don't have that reaction to it, then yeah, Veteran's probably better than Rookie at this point. You like that the draft mission booster is now better in general. Dark Capture is better than it used to be, and you like the plus card for the draft mission. It's interesting, certainly. The downside to it, of course, is that you no longer get you no longer get tickets for booster packs from the arenas. So if you want the daily mutant mission blah or the draft mutant mission packs, you have to do the final draft mission, do the final daily mission, and then spend gems. You can't get them from arenas anymore. And here, Nib, your chocobo claws failed you again. You can't get up to Platinum in PvP, and Platinum in Rookie just isn't worth it. Yeah, Platinum in Rookie will now give you 20 gems and 2 special tickets. It's not worthwhile. For the presence of a Leaf Ninja in the game, the Ninja Hikaru now would be useless, and I don't think you'll make that video you promised. I would very much like to make a Leaf Hikaru video, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to get a hold of any of these FODP cards. I just don't know if I can. I mean, the special tickets are so hard to get a hold of. Today you got Archer Mari and Watcher of the Forest Genie. Okay. They're pretty cards. Nerf too much. 30 gems was good for Platinum back then. Yeah, now I need to study Metadex for PvP Arena for those high gem rewards. Yeah, 30 gems was a good reward because it meant that you could afford a single booster pack. 20 gems won't give you a booster pack, not even with a 20% discount coupon. You got the Arc card, did you, Nip? Which one, Werner? Because, yeah. Slothmoth tells me he's made a deck that actually uses the new nerfed Werner to good effect, but I'm still waiting to see it. Special tickets are used up per use. Ooh, easiest way you found to get them is as a reward for the daily and weekly achievement challenges. Yeah. The problem, as far as I can see, is I mean, I look at my achievement challenges, and there are only 2 that give you special tickets. First is to sell 5 chocolate bouquet cards, which I did a subreddit article on that yesterday on the mathematics of it. Those are stupidly hard to get a hold of. And then the second one is to buy 30, what is it? To buy, yeah, to a total purchase of 600 gems. That'll get you 12 cards, but that will cost you $50 US, around 35 British pounds. And as far as I can tell, that's it. So, you get them from the login. If they're used up per use, then, oof, ouch. Given that the odds are not great on pulling these things. What is it? If you're trying to pull the special edition, then there are 105 cards in the pack, of which only 4 are special edition cards. So that's a 4 out of 105 chance, which is around 1% per special ticket. That A1, B1, A10, and B10, once you do that, some say the reward is not gold or gems, but special tickets. Really? That'd be nice. Pay to get any booster Lukaku, right? Pretty much it's looking like that. If Ronnie's right about the A1, B1, A10, and B10 achievements not being gold or gems, but in fact being special tickets, and if they are daily, then that becomes more workable. So win 1 duel using a deck composed of light cards only. It says that you get 2,000 gems. It's a ticket for 2,000 gems. But if what Ronnie's saying is correct and you get special tickets instead, then that's better. I'm not sure what the win 1 duels using win 1 duels counts as. I mean, is it win 1 duel in PvP or win 1 duel in anything? Can I win 1 duel against the cat merchant? The more time passes, the more this game requires me to farm when I'm at the point where I should be really settled. But that update just screams F you to all free-to-play players. Yeah, it's definitely a very, very unfriendly patch to free-to-play players. Very unfriendly patch. However, what we can, I mean, we're only saying that we can get them from doing the, you know, play arena duel one time, win a duel with a deck composed of only light cards. So that makes it better. So it's still not great, because if those are the only two achievements and you can only get 2 special tickets, that's still only 2 pulls, and you're still only getting around a 1% chance per pull. But after that one light duel, for example, a new challenge might reward you with special... Oh, right, okay. So what you're saying is that once you've completed that challenge, a new challenge might unlock that might reward you with special tickets. Oof. Not as good then, but at least it is another way of getting them. I'm not honestly sure what the rationale behind the special tickets is, if I'm being completely honest. They've introduced... It's a third currency system that is designed to gate access to the cards. It's designed to slow down your access to cards, which in a trading card game is a bit odd to me, personally. And you think these changes are better for the new player? Really? Most people are under the impression that it's actually worse for new players, but interesting perspective. Because the problem is that even with the achievement challenges, you have to win the duel and so on and so forth. So new players aren't going to be able to do that. The only way a new player is going to be able to get hold of the special tickets is through the daily login, really, which will only give you 6 tickets every 15 days. 1 ticket on day 5, 2 tickets on day 10, and 3 tickets on day 15. So, I'm not sure. I think this is going to be something that's going to be patched. I think they'll probably start adding special tickets in a big way to the roulette and stuff like this. I don't see this being like a permanent thing. I think they're going to end up changing this. But anyway, so for new players, for players that don't have... what you don't understand is that they seem to be doing everything they can to get rid of an already hammed player base. Why? I'm not sure. Their decisions are very, very financial at the moment. Everything that DevCat and Nexon have done over the past couple of months has been completely focused on making money in the short term, which, fair enough, they're running a business. But yeah, the actual decisions they're making do seem to be a little bit weird. It is driving more and more people away. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their thinking is entirely. So for anybody that is looking, for any free-to-play players that are looking to make as much gold as they can now that the arenas are no longer a good option. It used to be that you would play PvP to gold, rookie to platinum, and then you would take the free booster packs, you'd take those cards, you'd sell those, and so on and so forth. You can't do that anymore. There's no point in trying. So instead, the best way to get money and gems now in order to buy stuff off the player store is, first of all, do all the daily and draft missions every single day. That'll get you 28 gems. If you have a 10% discount coupon, that's enough for you to buy a Super Mutant pack just right out the gate. Then buy the gold membership. I've been saying since the beginning, don't do this, but now it's actually a good idea. Buy the gold membership, which is down here, for the 150,000 golds, and that'll get you 5 gems per day, which puts you at over 30, which means that every day, provided you do the daily and the draft missions, you will be able to afford a Super Mutant pack. So buy the Super Mutant pack, take the cards from that pack, sell them on the store, and then just start playing the market. So get some gold, start buying low, selling high, and that'll be the best way to do it. Keep your extra gems for sealing the cards that you buy off the player store. When you get special tickets from daily login or doing achievements, use those tickets to open up the FODP. Would probably be the best one in terms of if you were trying to make money. The Valentine Special Edition, there's no point in doing that if you're looking for cash because it's less than a 1% chance. The SIH possibly, but people don't really like the SIH cards. So your best bet is probably the FODP. You're hoping for next collaboration? Yeah, Ronnie, that would have been nice. They messed up with TBT, they messed up with FOD pre-release, they messed up with EXT cards and today's update. Yeah, hope they get better when they'll release the Cater generation. That would be nice. The roulette is good enough so that you can easily buy a booster each day without a ticket. I think the roulette only gives you a maximum of 3 gems per day, and that's if you get lucky to pull them. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm looking at the roulette rewards Where are they here? Yeah, here they are. So you've got 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold, 1 gem, 2 gem, 3 gems. Okay, so actually, yeah, you can get, what is that? 3 plus 4, so 7, so 10. Okay, so if you farm the roulette, you can get 10 gems a day. And then a discount ticket and a 20% discount coupon. So 10 gems per day maximum from the roulette if you absolutely farm it. Not enough, obviously, to buy a booster. You're going to still need to do both the daily and the draft. The daily alone would only take you up to 24 with the full roulette rewards. They're like one. No, I'm looking at it now. There you have 3 chances to pull 1 gem, 2 chances to pull 2 gems, and 1 chance to pull 3 gems. That adds up to 10 gems total. Unless I'm completely reading this wrong. But it says 1 column for 1,000, 2,000 gold in 1 column, 1 gem in 3 columns, 2 gems in 2 columns, 3 gems in 1 column. So yeah, you get 10 gems if you farm the roulette. But I don't think they duplicate over. But tell me if I'm wrong about that. Nevertheless, even farming the roulette is still a problem because you've still got to do something in order to farm the roulette. So you might as well do the daily and draft missions since you're going to be farming the roulette anyway. Do the daily and the draft missions, all of them. You'll get the extra gems. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying, Lukaku. The daily plus the draft plus the roulette is what you need in order to get the boosters. You don't need any discount tickets. The discount tickets are just helpful. The special tickets are like a completely separate thing. Since apparently you use special tickets instead of gems, use those when you can. Just from their perspective, why would DevCat want people to do more daily missions and less arena? Don't really get the logic. They're trying... Yeah, the logic is stupid. What they're trying to do is that they were aware that people were basically starting to manipulate the arenas. That people were just creating generic decks for Rookie, just so they could get into Platinum very easily, and that they were farming up to gold. They were like suiciding up to gold in PvP just to get all this free stuff quickly. So they want to discourage people from doing that, so they lower the rewards for bronze to gold. The problem with that is that they've misunderstood the psychology. People are doing that because we don't have 6 hours a day to play the game. We're always going to try to find the fastest route from A to B. So now that the arenas are no longer the fastest way of getting gold and gems and cards, all the free-to-play players are just going to find a different way of doing it, which means not playing the arenas, which means the arenas are going to become less populated, which means longer waiting times, which means less people playing, and so on and so forth. Is this game going to update? Oh, you don't use tickets instead of gems. You use tickets and gems, do you, Lukaku? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's even worse than I thought. Yeah, that really hurts. Okay. Wow. So they make you jump through like a billion hoops in order to get the special tickets and then also make you pay the gems. Ouch. Okay, so screw it. Yeah, don't use special tickets, okay? If you're a free-to-play player, don't use the special tickets unless there is a card in there that you really, really, really want. If you're just looking to make money so that you can buy cards that you want off the player store, just invest in the Mutant Super Boosters. It'll save you so much of a headache. If you're a free-to-play player, basically ignore the special ticket boosters. Ouch. Okay. Nevertheless, the Mutant Super Booster is okay. So if you do the daily and the draft missions and you get the roulette rewards, then you will have enough to buy a Mutant Super Booster every day. Take the cards that are in there, even the crappy ones, and sell them. Sell all of them. Any card that you don't want, just sell them. Even 1,000 golds is better than no golds at all. Just get rid of them. Take the money and the extra gems that you have from farming the roulette and the daily and draft and the gold membership, and use those gems to seal the cards you buy off the player store. Are you drinking? I mean, it's not alcohol. Don't worry about it. Apart from anything else, YouTube doesn't let you do that. Okay, so yes, free-to-play players trying to get stuff very quickly. Ignore the arenas, ignore the special tickets, ignore the special ticket boosters, waste of your time. Do the daily, do the draft, pick up the gold membership if you have the money to spare because the extra gems are useful for sealing cards, farm the roulette, buy a mutant booster pack every day, sell everything that's in there. Maybe you could run an experimental stream tomorrow where I try to see how easily a new player can get in the game. That sounds like a headache. But yeah, that's definitely an idea. A gift from Kilf. Thank you very much, Kilf. I appreciate it. We need all the gems we can get now. Yeah. I mean, we can certainly try. It would be interesting. Probably not tomorrow, because that sounds like the kind of thing that would require a little bit of setup. But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting idea. Okay. Yeah, so that deals with the quests, the roulettes, and the shops. The arenas have also been patched so that the rewards are nerfed. You don't get as good rewards out of the arenas as you used to. So, fortunately, you don't need special tickets in order to log into these arenas, which is what I was worried about based on one of their patch notes. But let's do Alchemist Gold Hand. Well, tomorrow there's not normally a stream on Fridays. Streams are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Friday is generally I just do like a story mission guide or a deck analysis or something like that. Something pretty simple. Where's Loani? She's babysitting at the moment, I think. Or she's lurking in the background. Yeah, so the arenas. The Forest of the Dead official release arenas. You could run the stream, you just need to download MABINOGI on Nox before tomorrow, make some stream adjustments. Yep, Lukark. I mean, if you do that, post on the subreddit, we'll join in. It'll be fun for me to be on the opposite end of the stream for once. Just make sure that you've done it before. It's actually surprisingly complicated. Yeah, so anyway, yes, the Forest of the Dead official release event arena. If you are trying to get 30 chocolate bouquets in order to get the skin for the new hero, which, just in case nobody's seen it, is her, Belphegor. If you're trying to get the new skin for her, then you need to get champion every single round, and there are 4 rounds, each of which last 4 days. Or you need to get platinum in every single one, and you need to do the event quest mission, final mission, every single day for 14 days in a row. So, if that sounds like too much like hard work, don't worry about it. Ignore the Forest of the Dead official release event arena. The rewards in it aren't great. They're okay. They're fine. If you're looking for something to do there, it's okay. It's fine. We'll take a look at the rewards. I mean, the gold reward is 2 chocolate bouquets and 27 gems, so that's all right. 27 gems is nice. 45 gems for platinum. Again, these arenas go over 4 days, so you're still getting less than you would if you did 2 PvP arenas, but it's all right. It's okay. But if none of that sounds super interesting to you, don't worry about it. Personally, I'm not bothering with that arena. It's kind of a waste of time. Look, Hakra, you've never streamed actually, so it might not be exactly tomorrow, depending on how good you are at this, but maybe next week. Okay, yeah. It's surprisingly difficult to set up a stream, so yeah, give it some practice. Ketan, any witch deck that can be used to top 10? Yes, I think I mentioned this before. Mana Witch Shushu / Shishi can get you into the top 10. Not easily, but it can. Witch Xena is good witch for getting you into top 10. And that's about it, really, for witches in the top 10. The problem is, in order to get into the top 10, it's less about skill and more about grinding out the victories. So you've got to go with something that's consistent, not necessarily something that's super powerful. Yeah, so, oh, wow, you're just really all over the place today, Cat Merchant. Am I 26? Please tell you I'm close, RGBS. You are close in a universal sort of sense. In that, you know, if the universe is billions of years old, then, yeah, I am close to 26. Neon, can you add me as a friend? Yes, absolutely. I will add anybody that requests to be added as a friend. Hey, Moth. Nice to catch me live. Nice to see you actually in the stream. I was talking about you not too long ago, actually. Somebody was bringing up the Arc card, Werner. And I said you'd managed to create a deck, apparently, that did well. I'm still waiting to see that deck, by the way, buddy. Okay, let's see. Who hasn't been around for a while? AcuChaos, I actually do keep around because I know who that is. Danielito, you haven't been around for 2 days, so I'm going to remove you, buddy. If you're watching, you want to be re-added, just let me know. Yeah, you're still selling your mist, Moth. Yes, thank you, Moth. I'd appreciate it. Share it in the chat if you don't mind other people seeing it. Otherwise, just send it to me privately through Discord or something. And then I will share it with everyone. I will turn it into a video and go, oh, it's my idea all along. You can't because of the iOS bug. Oh, that's a shame. Lucarcry, do you have who added? You'll need to be a bit more specific. I assume you're talking to Moth, but I'm not sure. Okay, so in terms of arenas that are worth doing, thanks to the final nerf, or the nerf today, Rookie is not really worth running anymore. If you get into Platinum, and I always assume just Platinum for these things. So if you get into Platinum with Rookie or PvP, it only gives you 20 gems and 2 special tickets. It's really bad. That's a really, really bad reward. Veteran Unlimited gives you 30 gems and 3 special tickets, which is better. So, and Draft is terrible. Even Platinum will only give you 10 gems and 2 20% discount boosters, coupons. No tickets, no boosters, no nothing. So the only arena that's actually worthwhile doing at the moment, as far as I can tell, is Veteran. Where are you from? Ketan, are you talking to me? If so, born in Scotland, but I'm kind of from everywhere. Family bounced around a lot, and so did I. Does anybody know how to get around the iOS bug? You can't get into the game. What? Oh, I think I saw somebody was talking about this in a line group, actually, Moth. It just won't connect. Fene keeps popping up and saying that it won't connect. Is that what's happening? Or is it the green text? Because that green text is unpleasant. Okay, Ketan. So yeah, I was born in Scotland, but when I was a baby, we moved to a desert island, and then I've been sort of bouncing around all over the world. Moth, oh, it's if it's the Fene thing, then nobody has any idea, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but somebody was having trouble with the same thing in the line group, and I mean, the normal advice was, restart the game, reinstall the game, all this kind of thing. It just wasn't helping. So I have no idea. I suspect that DevCat's probably broken something. So it may just be wait until the next patch. Yeah, not great. They did mess up the patch, unfortunately, this morning as well. They had to have a secondary patch that lasted a little bit longer, which is why everybody got like 5 gems. Woo! But yeah, I suspect they're having more trouble than they thought. Probably because of the new user interface adjustments and things like that. The switching out solving for home. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep my ear to the ground, Moth. If I come across any solution, I'll let you know. But so far, people are just sort of saying it's broken and we don't know why. Okay, 2 friend requests. I'll add you guys. Next patch will probably come with next nerf. Well, if it is like a general iOS thing, then that's going to cause some problems. So they'll probably fix that faster. But yeah, otherwise, wait for the next nerf. How many tickets per day can you get, Nick Stalker? Not many. Basically, I did the math on it. I've done math on so many things recently, I've kind of forgotten. So you could get 12 tickets today if you spent $50 American or £35. You could get 12 tickets. If you will get 6 tickets every 15 days from the daily login, which is 1 ticket day 5, 2 tickets day 10, 3 tickets day 15. Also, apparently, if you do the B110 and A110 challenge, the weekly random challenge up at the top, there is a chance that will be replaced with a challenge that will give you a ticket. But that's basically it. Otherwise, you need to sell the chocolate bouquet cards, and they're virtually impossible to get a hold of. So how many tickets a day can you get? 2, maybe, if you're lucky with the achievements. Maybe. Unless you spend money, of course, in which case you can get 1 billion. What is daily plus draft plus roulette? That's the quests. I'll switch across to those. If you do... There we go. If you do all of the daily missions, Trying to scroll down. There we go. If you do all of the daily missions and all of the draft missions, you will get 28 gems. And then the roulette is the little thing that you spin after every fight. Desert Island. How did I survive there as a baby? There were other people on the island. Can we have a fight? I made a new deck. I want to try it out. It's your platinum deck, Calpesh. Sure, in a bit. By the way, Ark, I'm really starting to think DevCat's spying on you. Lusalka nerfed today when we talked about a Tuesday conspiracy. Yeah, and I'm not, is it a coincidence that my favorite FODP card is the first one in the very first FOD pack? Conspiracy. Nix, Lukaku knows you cursed me last week. You have evidence. He has evidence that proves it. Why I have a fever. So yeah, do the dailies, do the drafts, get the gold membership, play the roulette, and you will have enough gems to buy the super mutant pack a day. Take the extra gems, play the trade market on the player store with them. Ignore the arenas. Do veteran arena if you can handle that, but otherwise the other arenas aren't worth doing anymore. Okay. I was going to free up some space for these 2 friend requests. Sorry. So yeah, we're going through all of the patch stuff. We're trying to figure out best way of doing various things now, how to get the best amount of tickets, how to get the best amount of gold, how to get the best amount of gems, and so on and so forth. So we'll all try to come up with the best ideas together, and then we'll go over them at the end. You were not supposed to reveal it. You just said it, Luke. Is this game in Tati? I have no idea. Probably not. I think I read somewhere that it's in English, Korean, Japanese, Spanish, Portuguese, German, and French, I think. But I could be completely wrong on that. I've got Pegaminas on my friend list, apparently. Yeah, I got everybody on my friend list. So long as people are active and they just, log in every day, they'll pretty much permanently remain on my friends list. Yes, and don't worry, I'm keeping Future Sloth on my friends list, Moth, just in case you want to get your old cards back. I'll buy them from your shop, and then you can buy them off me. Is this game Tati or Potty? I have no idea. Ketan, I have no idea. I don't know what those are. Okay. You don't think there's a French translation, Luke? Okay, that's a shame. There usually is. I'm quite surprised, honestly, if they create European version in the, they create English version, then they usually have French and German and Italian, and generally Spanish and Portuguese as well. Most games do. So, weird. Weird. I do wish it kind of let you change the language in the game itself, because I've been watching Pegasus's videos. And they're really good. Everyone should check them out. And I quite like the voices for those. What's that mean? Lucario. It's Lucarcry, not Lucario. He's not a Pokemon. French especially, because the French hate speaking English. I don't think that's true. They're surprisingly good at it. Due largely to the fact that, education system's actually pretty good, but also when I was in France and I stayed there for a month or so, like every song on the radio was in English. It was weird. You can't find me on search, Neon. I've added you as a friend. You watched Pegasus videos today, Lukaku, right? They're really good, aren't they? A lot of fun. You should be here, Neon. I added you anyway. Yeah, there you are. Neon works. I'm assuming that's you. You thought you could change the language? I mean, possibly, but I don't know if you can change it to Japanese. I just want the spoken language, not the actual text, just the spoken language. People gave you dirty looks whenever you spoke English to them. Well, if you're in France, try to speak French. Okay, good. All right, so that's all done. Good, excellent, Neon. I'm glad. I mean, I say speak French. I mean, my French is extraordinarily limited, which is embarrassing given, I live right next to the country, and I lived in the country for a few months. So it's about the only things I remember are Pourquoi est-ce que tu me frappes and Enlève ton slip, which I apologize to the French speakers. The fairness, he called you Lucario too, Lucacre. Wow. I think I need a thorough analysis of Veteran Arena in a future stream/Monday, since that is now the only arena that's really worthwhile. Yep. Hyena had a bug that DevCat fixed, did it? Okay. Tons of French people that speak English very well. You can't speak French, Moth. I'm sure you could if you tried. Ronnie, yeah, I agree. We do need a proper analysis of Veteran Arena, which is unfortunate because I don't like it. Is Ash and Dust good for PvG or PvP? They're not good for PvP anymore. You can make them work in PvG if you want to, but they're not really advised. Only do it if you're only interested in getting into Platinum and you just want to have fun with them. They won't get you into top 10. Is this game, is Tati means addictive or Potty means not addictive? It depends. It depends. If you like this sort of thing, it can be very addictive. But it's getting harder to get addicted to it because DevCat keeps adding more gates and more locks and more ways of stopping people from playing the game, which is a problem. Why do I remember that kind of thing? I don't know, Lucarcry. I don't know. I learn languages in an organic way. I don't learn them through lessons. I just pick up words and phrases as I go along. So yeah, I don't know why certain things just stuck in my head. I have no idea. I mean, I can do that, and I can do the Russian Zdravstvuyte, Меня зовут Arcadian, как вас зовут, and all that kind of thing, and Nihongo wo amare hanasemasen, Japanese stuff, just random phrases. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway. We will actually just, I think what we'll do actually is we will just take a quick look into the Veteran Arena. Because it will be worthwhile seeing what would be best. Okay, improvised French lesson. Bonjour means hello. Comment ça va means how are you. Ça va bien, merci, etc., etc. I don't like Veteran either simply because it's 3 days. I lose interest after a while running. Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. 15 fights a day for 3 days in a row is it's nightmarish. Baguette means baguette. Yeah, thank you, Lucarcry. It's fantastic. Why Hyena King costs 2 resources now? Because DevCat hates you. Hello is hola in Spanish. Yes. I know a Spanish song. Does anyone want me to sing a Spanish song? Okay, where's the Veteran Arena? Right, we'll just... Au revoir means goodbye. A bientôt, kind of the same, but more of a see you later kind of thing, yeah? Okay, so, let's take a look. Veteran Arena Bronze doesn't give you anything. Same as everywhere now, unfortunately. You can't dummy deck. Not that that was really a thing for when they had good rewards, but can't do it now. Silver at 3,000 points. Actually, this is out of date, which is quite interesting. This hasn't been updated yet. So this is all still the old stuff. So ignore these rewards. They'll be good for the current round, but they won't. Once the current round is over, they'll be replaced with the new ones. Please sing it, Keitan. Yes, sing it. Okay. You happen to get 2 gold hyenas the last few days too, Moth. Oh, ouch. Ouch. That sucks, because they were really, really good and they're terrible now. Okay, sing the Spanish song. All right, let me see if I remember. El perro es mi corazón. El gato no es bueno. Arcadian es cantante. Arcadian es muy famoso. Arcadian es el hombre con el queso del diablo. Thank you. I'm assuming you're all cheering, so I'm just going to bow. Can I check the prices in your shop, Neon? Don't really know the prices to sell cards. I can. I'm not the best at it. I don't play the market. I just buy whatever card at whatever worn value for the cheapest I can possibly find it. But yeah, I'll take a look and just see if anything jumps out at me. Bon nuit means good night. Yeah, bon matin, good morning. Maybe you should wait a few days before trying to sell anything. It is going to be a bit difficult to sell stuff at the moment. People are going to be going a bit crazy for the new booster packs. Okay, so... It all seems fairly reasonable, honestly. The Dragon's Guardian Light +1 for 1 million. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, honestly. Maybe a bit too high. The rest of it seems okay. You're not going to sell. Whoops! You're not going to sell Persona Nak. Nobody wants him, which is really disappointing because he's not a bad card. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bien. Yeah. Muy bueno, muy bueno. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're all too kind. Otherwise, yeah, it seems fine. You probably won't sell Ultimate Judgment Day. Just in general, people don't play it. But there's nothing in there that jumps out at me as being completely overpriced or completely underpriced. But again, other people can tell you. Yeah, literally the only thing is you're not going to sell the Ultimate Judgment Day unless you put it for like 20,000, and even then it's going to take forever to sell. You probably won't sell Persona Nak. People just don't like him. I don't know why, they just don't. Dragon's Guardian Light +1, maybe 1 million, maybe not. Keep it up there for a while and then drop it by 20,000 gold a day if it hasn't sold after 3 days. Nak is too easy to kill for his cost. Yeah, it's... Oh yeah, the... Whoops. Hold on, I've just noticed. You're quite right. My footage just died. Give me a second. Okay. Well, the stream's still going. Just give me a second. I'm gonna reboot this. My stream screen mirroring software is just shut down. It's possibly too hot, which is not something you generally say in Scotland. Okay, good. We should be back up again. Ark, can you speak Spanish? No, not really. No, I can sing that one Spanish song, and I can say random words and phrases in Spanish, but I don't speak the language. I don't really speak any language. I have like a handful of words in about 30 different languages, and that's about it. Please read this. Oh, good Lord. Teri Mujhai Yaad Ati Nahi Kyuki tu Bewafa. Is that right? I have no idea. Oh, Pegasus, hey, welcome to the stream. Didn't notice you pop in there. I've been telling everyone how awesome your videos are, so everyone should go and see them. Send you a dual request when I'm ready, Calpesh. Okay. All right, this is taking a long time to load back in. This patch does seem to have slowed things down a lot, which is interesting. No creo que habla español muy buen, canta bien. I'm currently trying to update my iPad to see if I can get the game to work on there. Good luck, seriously. Loani, welcome to the stream. Pro player, you have 60 gems. What booster should you buy? As a general rule, buy the Super Mutant booster. If you have special tickets and there's something in the special edition SIH or FODP pack that you really, really want, spend your gems on that. If the 5-star card that's currently available in the 5-star pack is something that you really, really want, spend your gems on that. If none of the packs have anything that you're particularly interested in, Super Mutant booster, and then sell the cards. Lukaku tried to sell the mutants you don't use. Yep, that's a good idea. That's what you should be doing it. Chat's gone a bit out of my control. Just for interest's sake, what do you do to travel the world like that? Sounds awesome. I just travel the world. I do whatever is required in that country. Generally teaching English, but whatever is required. Buena song. Yo hablo español. Yeah. Italiani, unfortunately not. Beyond, like bella and ciao. I had Italian neighbors when I was in university, and they kept me up until 3 a.m. every morning with their parties. I never learned the language. It just annoyed me after a year of that. Like I referred to the slowness of the patch as interesting, in the same tone that you have referred to a lot of the unusual decks you faced. Yeah, don't read too much into that. Did I check the stupid weird decks you made, Dr. Cocktail? I did, yeah. I actually found them quite interesting. I'm still very, very sick. I've been sleeping all morning in preparation for the stream, so I haven't really gone into them, but, Happy Chocolate Day. Thank you. Pegasus, yeah, you made a Drast deck. That was a really cool double Drast deck. Really interesting. Nick, stop calling him Lucario. He's not a Pokemon. Ark say, oh yes, quiero baleadas. Yeah, I remember. We'll reduce those things and remove Persona. Okay, no problem, Neon. As I say, keep the Light Dragon Guardian +1 at 1 million, but if it hasn't sold after 3 days, start dropping it by 20,000 gold a day until it sells. Yes, and Loani's from Honduras. Okay, so we were going to look at the veteran arena. It hasn't updated yet, so if you haven't done the veteran, basically if you're in the veteran arena now, don't worry, the rewards are still going to be the really, really good rewards. They're not going to be the nerfed rewards. However, when the new veteran arena round begins, it will be the bad rewards, unfortunately. Now, the rewards, you see, Ark can speak Spanish. Yes, thank you so much, Loani. Vamos a hablar Español, surely, not Spanish. Okay, so Veteran Arena is now the only arena that's worth doing. Unless you enjoy the other arenas, don't bother with them. The rewards are terrible. Veteran Arena is the only one that offers decent rewards for the amount of time you spent on it, really. So Bronze doesn't give you anything. Silver in Veteran will give you 12 gems. Gold will give you 18 and 2 special tickets. Platinum will give you 30 gems and 3 special tickets. So it's not worth killing yourself over, but if you want to do the arenas in order to get some more gems, that's the best way to do it. Loani, I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'm sure it's very complimentary. Thank you. You're considering a teaching career now, are you, Ronnie? Excellent. Quite a story to choose your career based on a live stream of a mobile game. That would be a good story. Honestly, if you speak English very well and you really like to travel, then get a... well, in Europe, it's a CELTA qualification. It's like a little teaching qualification that allows you... Well, it doesn't allow you, but it shows that you know what you're doing, teaching English as a foreign language. You don't need it, but it's very, very helpful. And with that, you can go basically anywhere in the world and be hired on as an English teacher and be able to live in that country. That's what I did with Japan for the last 3 years, which was fantastic. So, yes, Veteran. If you can get up into the top 10 of Veteran, or Limited, you will also get an EXT card single booster, which may or may not give you an EXT card, of course, but so it goes. As well as 5 special tickets and 42 gems. So Veteran's definitely the way to go if you can handle that kind of monotony. If you can't, but you still want to get gems and you still want to get cards, instead do the daily draft mission, all the draft missions every single day. Farm the roulette wheel for the gems, and when you can afford it, buy the gold membership, not the real money one, the 150,000 golds membership. And make an infinite 39 deck, Pegasus. Yes, I saw that with your Gates of Hell. Have I ever been to the Philippines, Neon? No, but I've always wanted to. I follow on YouTube SV Delos. I don't know if you know them. People that sail all around the world. And they did a couple of episodes in the Philippines, and it looked gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, Pegasus, that deck was hilarious. You said that you see publicity before watch the video. Okay. The new character is very cute. Yes. Belphegor. Yeah. Yeah, that's her up there for everybody who hasn't managed to unlock her yet. She's very pretty. Her ability is so-so. It means that if you you get 2 HP back after revive, so that's quite nice. A fun thing is that if you revive when you're at 1 HP, you will actually go up to 3 HP, so that's quite fun, but Belphegor is some good waifu material. Could be. Yeah, she looks like she'd be a little bit Tsunade for me, but okay. Alright. So, the Veteran Arena is the way to go. If we are going to look briefly at the kind of decks you need in order to get into Veteran, get into like Platinum Veteran. They work... This is so slow. I tapped on that thing like 2 minutes ago. Veteran decks work very much like rookie decks, but you have to be even more consistent with them. Because you're going to a 15 win streak, ideally, which means your health is even lower and the enemy's health and resources are even higher. So you need to pick cards that are as simple, as strong, as consistent as possible. She's like a worse Shaylee Jamera hero. Well, yeah, in a way, yeah. she works out slightly better in some ways, in that her health is restored to her after the revive happens. So, yeah. She's not a great hero, but then none of the heroes are great at the moment. I mean, a lot of them are fine, a lot of them are decent, but they're not great heroes. Is Nip Nip here? He may be lurking, or he may have wandered off to get more chocobo snacks. So, as an example of a veteran deck, if we take a look at the deck that I did for yesterday's video for the rookie arena, this would almost work, but not quite. You would not be able to run Frey. She's not consistent enough at a 15 win streak. And you probably wouldn't want Growthvine. That might be okay. So Kalpesh, he made a platinum deck which took you to platinum very fast. Only lost 2 matches. So you can lose... I haven't played Veteran in months. So you can actually lose matches in Veteran Arena and still get into platinum? Or are you talking about PvP platinum? I don't know, take a look at this deck. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Elf Hero Triss deck. So I'm assuming you're talking PvP, Kalpesh. Yeah, that's fine, except Light Elf Hero Triss is pretty expensive for people. Arc is Lawani is Randy. I don't know what that means. Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a good deck, Kalpesh, but not exactly for beginners, right? Yeah, PvP Platinum, yeah. PvP Platinum, honestly, isn't even really worthwhile. PvP Platinum only gives you 20 gems and 2 special tickets. It's not great, given that the special tickets are basically pointless, given that you have to use a special ticket and gems, and Platinum only gives you 20 gems. Yeah, if you enjoy doing PvP, then by all means keep doing it, but it's not good for the rewards anymore. The rewards are awful. All the arena rewards are awful. Veteran's the best one, unfortunately. So yeah, if you're going to build a veteran deck, you need to switch out Frey probably for something like a Skathach or even a Mage 39. Veteran's even harder than Rookie when talking about getting high ranks. Yes, it is. But the rewards are just so much better. I look great with blue. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Oh, it means sexy. Then yes, Lawani is Randy. So the most expensive card of the deck is the Mutant Bomb Squad, not the Hero Triss. Yeah, the Mutant Bomb Squad's very expensive as well. The Light Elf Hero Triss, though, is not peanuts. So anyway, it doesn't matter. If you enjoy the PvP, then do PvP, absolutely. But it's not going to really reward you for the amount of time you put into it, unfortunately. So the best ways is daily and draft missions and veteran if you can handle it. Otherwise, just do the arenas that you enjoy doing because you enjoy doing them, and view the tiny little rewards you get as being a fun little bonus, basically. All right, let's actually take a look at... I'm just going to quickly take a look at some of the top... I haven't done veteran... Okay, no. If access is true, that's nice. Okay, so let's take a look, and we'll do, just for fun, we'll put together a semi-decent, semi-budget veteran arena deck, just so that people can run it. So this deck is a decent jumping off point, but Frey won't work. Whichever pops up, there we go. Frey won't work, and the Growth Vine may or may not. It depends on how good you are at playing it. And if you're an iOS player, then you're totally screwed, Moth. Did you not manage to get it to work on your iPad? Just wondering, does the Bomb Squad Shredder combo come into play sometimes? Yeah, I would imagine that it does, yeah. So, instead of the Growth Vine, you probably want to put in a Nata, something like that. Loani, please don't say that word. It's a bad word. Okay. Ifrit and Xena plus capture for veteran. Any good? Depends on what you mean by Xena, Neon. Do you mean Xena, as in the witch that lowers HP? Or do you mean Xena, as in Xena, the witch that hypnotizes? You actually play PvP just for fun to try new deck combinations, Dr. Cocktail? Yeah, that's the best way of doing it. That's the best way of playing these arenas. You googled the Celta qualification, check it out. It's okay. You got to go for now. Thanks for streaming. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Yep, we'll figure it out. Slowly but surely, we'll figure it out. Moth, it didn't work. Jeez, sorry about that. Fully installed and everything, the same problem. Okay, well, if there is a plus side to that, Moth, it's that it does seem to be an iOS issue, which means that a lot of people are going to be having the same problem, which means the DevCat is going to fix it as quickly as possible. And yes, yeah, good luck on your teacher application, Ronnie, if you decide to go for that. I say Celta is European, I'm pretty sure. It's British, definitely, because I got it in Edinburgh. But every country will have their own version of it anyway. Application is the right word, yes, Lukaku. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, replace Growthvine with something like Nata, replace Dragon Hunter Fry with Scathach or Mage 39 or something like that, and that should be a fairly decent veteran deck. You're just looking for consistency. It's not about synergy so much as it's just about having a single answer to single issues. You will really, though, need something like a Light Drag to Hell. If you don't have a Light Drag to Hell, you'll need to switch out one of the colors for Dark and make that a Drag to Hell. Ketan is fine. It's fine. Don't worry too much about it. I assume not many people knew that you were saying bad words. Moth, yeah. I think. I mean, you hope so. It would be weird if they didn't. Put it this way, because the iOS market is huge. Android, I think, is actually beating it at this point, but not by a huge margin. So they're not going to keep half their players locked out. Seigi instead of Fry, yep, that would work out very well as well. Seigi, Scathach, Arisha, Mage 39, any of those would work out fine in a veteran deck. Seigi I do like because the AI is just really stupid about it. Every time I played Seigi in a PvG format, I've played him even at level 1 and he survived until the end of the fight. He's a fantastic card for that sort of thing. How about Rush Ifrit Gold Light Slaps in Veteran Arena? I wouldn't advise it. No. You get up to level 15 and you will kill yourself with the slaps long before you kill your opponent. You can change it to an infinite slap deck after you've done the manual fights. The Ghost can run an infinite slap deck, but not manually. Loani, you'd like to tell Honduran and Obi-Wan due to respect for me and for the rest of the people in chat. I appreciate that, Loani. No swearing in the chat, please. Hello, Banca Mafia. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. We're currently going through the patch and seeing how we can make life easier for the free-to-play players. So the decisions that we've come to so far is that all of the arenas except for Veteran are now pointless to run if your objective is the rewards. Run them for fun, just don't run them for rewards. The special tickets are pointless for free-to-play players and new players. Instead, everybody should focus on doing the daily, draft, farming the roulette, and buying the gold membership, and then using the gems that you get from all of that to buy the super mutant boosters. Pillion Trap works, however. Yep, Pillion Trap works out very well in Veteran. Ghost, it's and manual to a certain extent, yeah. You can share a good one if anyone's interested. What, a swear word? Please don't, Lukaku. Slap seems like a masochist card. Christophorus, it is. It's a very masochistic card. It's very good if a Ghost is running it at level 15, though. You come from work, it's possible to begin the stream an hour later next time. Maybe, Banca Mafia. The problem is that I have like Asian viewers who, if I started an hour later, it's too late for them. So it's kind of I'm just trying to juggle to make sure everybody is happy. You mean which Xena, Neon? So what was that? Ifrit, Xena, and I forget what the third one was. For Veteran, yeah, you could probably do that with manual. but make sure you have a lot of early answers. You're going to need Goblin Bomb Squad. You're going to need a Drag to Hell. You're going to need a lot of answers in the early levels, basically. Whenever you're building a deck for rookie or veteran, ask yourself, if they play a Scathach on their very first turn, can I answer it? Yes, good. Now, if they play a Gold Albi +1 on their second turn, can I answer it? Yes, good. Now, if they play a Barbarian on their third turn, can I also answer that? If yes, then your deck is fine. If no, then you've got to redesign it. Ketan, everyone forgives yourself. Everyone forgives you. Don't worry about it. It's just making you want to play since you can't get that down. Okay, see. Shame about that, Moth. I hope they get that fixed up soon. I really do. Could a mono gold infinite slap deck actually work in PvP? No. No, it couldn't. I mean, you'd still climb up to gold, absolutely, but it wouldn't get you into platinum. Not unless you were really, really patient. It's 11 p.m. there, is it, Nico? Okay. So, what, it's like 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 hours. So yeah. So it's a little past midnight in Japan, I think. You need a good mana Shushu and dark Shushu idea. Well, I mean, Cowfish mana Shushu, dark Shushu has appeared in PvP top 10 for fairly consistently over the last couple of months. You can just look up the old arena things. Okay. All right. Sorry, never do that. Ketan, seriously, stop apologizing. It's fine. Everyone forgives you. No more. We're finished. Okay. So we have struggled through figuring out exactly how the special tickets work and how to get a hold of them. Will I make a video budget PVG deck for veteran, or is this stream all about that? This stream is mostly about looking at the patch and seeing what changed and how free-to-play players can best deal with that. We've just about run to the end of that, so after that, we'll be looking at subscriber battles. I'm still very sick. So what I would like, ideally, is for volunteers to play games against each other, and we will spectate on the stream. I will actually spectate on here so everyone can see it, and I will commentate over that. That's what I would like. If people don't want to do that, then I will do subscriber battles with people. Budget PVG deck for veteran, I will probably make a video about, but I don't know that I will do what I do with the rookie PVG. I don't know that I'll run it through 13 fights and then record the last 2, because I hate that. In PvG, Eliza is having good wins for you. Eliza's fine. She's not good for a ghost deck, though, because she's so easy to shut down. If we really want to have some fun, try that deck. Let me see. Okay, Albi Stone Golem, Potion of Life, Goblin Bunker, Magic Sensing Bomb, Growth Vine, Healer, Inn, Pub, Symbol of Peace, Town Hall, Street Vendor, So Young, and Albi Stone Golem. What the hell am I looking at, Lucarcry? That is insane. I love it. What do you think about Dante? Don't like him. The problem is that all the vampires are yeah, they're kind of meh, except for just the standard vampire. Vampire +1, mana vampire +1 is fantastic, but the other vampire cards, you can make them work, but they're all just kind of meh. Is my gold Hanjo available now? I'd like to see a PvP Hanjo deck ready to use. No, I still haven't gotten a hold of a gold Hanjo. I have a mana Hanjo, but the gold Hanjo is the one that I'm looking for. I keep looking through the player stores for gold Hanjo. I just haven't found one in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. You're playing Mission and the roulette is really full of diamonds, Christophorus? Yes, you can get 10 diamonds now off the roulette. So if you do the daily mission, the draft mission, and get all the diamonds on the roulette, you will come out of that with 38 diamonds. Use 30 of those diamonds to buy, or gems to buy, Super Mutant Booster, and keep the rest of the gems for sealing cards that you buy on the player store. And that's the best way for free-to-play players to go. But yes, PvP Hanjo deck. I'll keep looking for the gold Hanjo. The deck is super fun in PvG. I've had Growth Vine reach over 100 attack points. If Growth Vine has reached over 100 attack points before you win, I have to wonder what the hell is going on. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Isn't Dante that new SIH that reduces the cost for Ultimate Gates of Hell? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, yeah. When I said the vampire, I meant Dorian. But yes, I think you're actually quite right. Dante, I'm just double checking now. Dante is the new SIH card. He's not in the shops at the moment, which is a problem. Yeah, it's not on the announcements anymore. Got scrolled down. Sorry, yeah. So if you're talking about Dante as in the guy that drops the cost of Gates of Hell, pointless. You don't need Dante. Dante actually works against Gates of Hell because you don't want Dante sitting on the field making Gates of Hell cheaper because that's one slot less for an actual useful character. And he costs 9 himself. So it costs 9 to reduce the cost of Gates of Hell to 2, which means you're still playing 11. You're still paying 11 dark, and given the Gates of Hell costs 14, its maximum thing. This really, what's the point? You've returned, Francesco. Welcome back. Christophorus, you already spent a lot on Super Mutants, but you have no luck. Only 4-star Everest -1 you got. It's a shame. Yeah, RNG. You mean the new card? Yeah. Makes it cost 2. Yeah. So. Pointless. It's a pointless card. It doesn't benefit Gates of Hell, and it takes up a slot that's better used for something like an Apocalypse Zombie or a Parnock. Andrew Lim, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. For you, is definitely this change of booster reward. I'm not really sure what you're asking, Francesco. If you're asking what I think about the changes to booster packs, I don't think they're good. Which cost 2 of Gates of Hell Calpesh, yeah, but it's pointless. You're paying like 9 even at level 1. I assume that goes up to 10 and 11. So you're still paying 13, in fact, actually, at the end of the day for a Gates of Hell, which only has a 15 cost anyway at the maximum level. So you drop Golden Bunker to protect your battlefield from spells. You try to have at the same time Bunker plus Healer plus Vine plus Street Vendor plus one of these town cards. Golden Bunker's undergone so many changes. I actually have to click on it now to see what it does these days. When your opponent uses a creature targeting spell, this card can take place of target, paralyze all friendly creatures at the cost of 3 HP every turn. Yeah, people were using that with Trade Creature, I remember, for a while, to put Goblin Bunker on the opposing team's side so that all their creatures were paralyzed, which was fun. So the idea is to basically drop Golden Bunker, keep everything protected. Your own guys are paralyzed, but it doesn't matter because they keep getting healed and charged up anyway. I assume that's the point. The booster of Draft Arena, etc. It's kind of a sideways change. It used to be mutants that you got out of the draft boosters, and now it's P cards that you get out of the draft boosters. It's kind of sideways change. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just the same. The downside is that you don't get tickets for those boosters from arena rewards anymore. The only way to get those boosters is by spending gems on them. Once Bunker goes down, Growth Vine unleashes. A slow burn, but very satisfying, I'm sure. Lukaku, it must feel an awful lot like setting fire to the wick on a stick of dynamite. Oh. So, yeah, the draft and daily boosters, kind of a sideways change in their contents, but it's a shame that you can't get them through arena rewards anymore. It's all special tickets now, and the special tickets are fairly pointless. Yeah, keep looking across at Lukaku's deck. That's very distracting. The new patch makes the game a little bad. The new patch makes the game a lot more pay to win, admittedly. But there are ways around it, and that's what we're here today to figure out. Zik on Twitch, did you get gold Haru? You mean the Leaf Hikaru, or do you mean Gold Hanjo? Because we've been talking about both of those recently. Either way, the answer is no. I can't get any of the FODP mutants anyway. I mean, I can't get the Gold Leaf Hikaru Ninja because I don't have any special tickets, and I'm not spending money to get them. Newbie question, what is P cards or plus cards? Okay, Nico, the way that it works is that a generation is released, like Generation 1, 2, 3, 4, Witch and Beast, and FOD. And after that generation is released, special P cards, plus cards, Premier premier cards are released. These are cards that are special. They have more abilities, more effects. They're considered to be more powerful, and they are rarer than the normal cards. Ifrit, for example, I think is a G2P card. It's a Generation 2, but it's a P. It's a plus card. So that's what those are. General question, did you like the new patch? Honest answer, no. I think it's the worst thing that DevCat has done in the entire time I've been playing. But that's me. And here's a decently good Pillion deck for anyone who wants to try the archetype. Yeah. Nexon, the company, is all about pay to win. Nexon does have a very bad reputation, admittedly. They do have a reputation, and I'm not saying that's what's happening in this case, but they do have a reputation of grinding the games they create down into the dirt, squeezing every last bit of money out of them and then just throwing them aside. Again, I'm not saying that's what's happening with Mabinogi Duel, but that's the reputation they have, that based on their history. Good for veteran once you reach last battles. Can be quite hard at first battles, though. Yeah, it's tricky, especially if you come up against an opponent that's running a lot of Arrow of Revenge or Infinite Slaps. You think the same as Banco Mafia, Francesco? Yeah. Is it possible to get the new P cards from Super Booster? It is possible, but it's basically... It's possible in that you can. The cards are in that pack. But the mathematical chance of you pulling an FODP card is so small that it's basically impossible. If you get really, really, really lucky, then you'll get an FODP card. But it's something like a 0.01% chance or something like that. It's literally like a 1 in a million chance that you'll pull an FODP card. Because they have mutant cards from every single generation. It's too many cards. The Super Booster is just too big. So, if you want to get an FODP card, take the Super Mutant Booster, sell all of the cards that you get from the Super Mutant Booster, and then go into the player store and physically buy the FODP card that you're looking for. You could try to calculate it, actually. Oof, Lukaku, you could. It's got normal cards from G3 up until FODP, and it's got mutant cards from G1 up until FODP. So the mathematics is going to be a little bit complicated, but yeah, you can check that out. Which is my favorite card? In general, my favorite cards are the Warlords, Shurka and Tarka. I've always loved those cards. I will always love those cards. They will always be my favorite. In terms of FODP, Leaf Hikaru and the Moon Bunny are my favorites. You think the rates for mutants are not that bad, though, Lukaku? Yeah, the mutant rate is fine. The problem is that you have to get a good mutant. And the good mutants are very, very rare. Zik, do I think Nerva is useless now? Not useless, no. Definitely less useful than she used to be, but not useless. She still has her place. It's just it's not in every single mana deck anymore. If possibility is only tiny, why is it now the best pack? It's the best pack because it's the cheapest pack that gives you the greatest chance of pulling a card that you can sell for a good amount of money. You got 2 of them in today. Warlord is best, Francesco. Yay. You got 2 of them in today's Mutant Super Booster. What 2 mutants did you get, though? That's the big question. Satuli on Twitch. Hi. How does the introduction not hint at the capability of paying players to spend the gems the way they want? Yes, it does. The introduction of special tickets. Yes, the special tickets are pay to win. They make it very, very difficult for free-to-play players. Yes. Andrew, you would very much like to see me build and play a Magician Mysterious deck. I could. Tricky, but I could. It's your second -1 Vampire America, Lukaku. Ouch, that sucks. Nerva got a nerf. She's just less useful with the new cards that have come out. You love good mutants. Yeah. Yeah. Nerva is less useful now, but still has her place. Just not as prevalent as it used to be. Which, it's good and it is bad. The problem is that Mabinogi Duel is a game that is extremely reliant on spells, removal spells in particular. I mean, every single deck is going to have at least one of, hunt, command hunting, surprise attack, magic missile, holy missile, something like that. And those are always going to be in every deck. There's not going to be a deck that doesn't run like one of those 5 cards kind of thing. So Nerva kind of helped to shut that down a little bit. It made spells less reliant on the generic standard spells that everybody uses. But obviously it also had a knock-on effect with the other spells as well. So DevCat were like, "Ugh, that doesn't work out quite so well. It stops people from playing the more interesting spells as well. So we'll try to create Nerva counters," and then it all just got out of their control about, I think. -1 Vampire Marika and mana -1 Ghost Pirate Silver. Arguably some of the worst mutants that can exist, Lukakra. Yeah, and that's kind of my point, unfortunately. You've got it's a decent chance to pull a mutant, but the mutants, very good chance that they're going to suck. So you can still sell them, though, to collectors. So sell them. Just sell them. Even if it's a terrible card, just sell it. Even for minimum price in the player store, just sell it. Just get as much gold as you can so you can buy the card you want off the actual player stores. Because there's no way in hell you're pulling the card that you want out of the boosters anymore. You'll try to make a Wheel of Hell deck and submit it to me, Christophorus. I look forward to it. Devil's Lie was already a good counter deck. I agree, but a lot of people didn't run it. I don't know why. They kept trying to create them because they had Devil's Lie, they had the Wooden Doll, they had Summon Dead, but people just weren't using them. Look, you understand that. Fine, 2 FODP cards, you agree with 2 worst, yeah. So, yeah, I agree. There were already decent counters to Nerva, but I don't know. We've had people on the stream before claim that Nerva is a gimmick. People hate her that much. So I guess DevCat was just really responding to that and just trying to push her out of the meta. Summon Dead is now OP. It's not OP, but it's definitely extremely powerful. Yes. The problem with that kind of card is that since it relies on sort of anti-spell mechanics, as Summon Dead becomes more popular in people's decks, people are just going to stop running anti-spell mechanics. So then Summon Dead becomes completely useless. You're talking about mutant cards you can get any... Yeah, okay. Neon, let's duel. You'll try your deck for Veteran. It's not... Well, if you want to try out your deck for Veteran, the better idea is to go into a mirror duel and set up an opposing deck and then fight against the AI, because I'm not going to play as though I'm the AI. You love that dead buff, Dr. Cocktail. Now it's a good counter spell. Yes, I like the Summon Dead buff. I really, really do. It's going to be like heavy offering, though. It's going to start out really, really popular. A lot of people are going to be using it. A lot of people are going to be throwing it out. It's going to be great. And then everyone's just going to get used to the fact that that's a thing now. They're going to start building their decks to accommodate for it, and there'll be no use for Summon Dead, and it'll die. It'll die in the same way that whole heavy offering died out. It was everywhere for a while. Now it's nowhere. Used Wheel of Hell on the opponent's field to kill off their strong creatures, and use Trap in the Castle, and finally single target removal spell to kill the wheel off. How did you put the Wheel of Hell onto your opponent's field? Out of curiosity. Trade creature? What's fun is that literally no one uses the cards that counter Nerva, aka Wooden Doll Liar. Yeah, I know. I've never really understood why. My counter decks are full of anti-energy and anti-counter cards, but you talk to most people and they're like, "Oh, terrible card. It's weird. Very strange." What are we doing? I'll take it back to home. Push to cliff arc. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, it's a good idea. If you can keep it captured. But yeah. I mean, push to cliff, trade creature, barter, all of those to get the wheel over to the other side. It's a lot of work to go through, but hey, it's nice that it's actually making Wheel of Hell become quite useful. We'll open up, I'm just going to quickly open up the Belphegor again, just for people that haven't seen that yet. And then, if there are no more questions about the patch, then I'll just quickly go through the sort of the new free-to-play best method. And then we'll look into the subscriber battles and spectating, commentating kind of thing. You have a Wooden Doll Liar in the deck you used to face me yesterday, just in case of those Nerva and Janes. Yeah. It's a fun card. It's a good card. The problem is, I think that most people don't want to use one out of their 12 cards for it, because in case you don't go up against an energy or a counterspell user, cards like that become dead weight in the deck. So it's not quite so good. I think most people were using Prowls, because he's fairly decent even if he doesn't get his effect off. But yeah, if you go up against Nerva and Jane, then Wooden Doll Liar is fantastic. Devil's Lie, I really enjoy. All kinds of stuff, really. It's a lot of good ones. Anyway, yes, so does anybody else have any questions about the new patch, the new hero, the new special tickets, or the new chocolate bouquets? If not, I'll quickly go through the free-to-play guide that we've come up with over the last hour and a bit, and then we'll move into the subscriber stuff. So, everybody think about it. Didn't hurt you as of yet, Lukaku, right? Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you. I think it's a good idea to have a card like that in your deck, but most people just don't. What is the new hero Shamely image? You mean this one? Belphegor. Belphegor is an entirely new hero that they introduced today. I forget what the unlock is. Just give me a second and I'll check. Is Belphegor a good character to use? You find her super interesting. She's fine. She's not amazing, but she's okay. Okay, so yeah, the appearance condition is you have to be level 10, and you will get her when you have played for a total of 80 days. Belphegor herself is fine. She's okay. When any hero is below 20 HP and uses Revive, that hero recovers 2 HP after Revive is used. That works for you and your opponent. So any effect on any hero that affects both you and your opponent is generally considered a null sum effect. Because any benefit you're getting off it, your opponent is also getting off it. Whereas if you weren't using that hero, your opponent also wouldn't be getting that benefit. So your benefit and your opponent's benefit, they negate each other. So she's not a bad hero. She's fine. But she's not a great hero. She's not even a particularly good hero. Maybe you should record your guide on stream. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe tomorrow's video. Make a mark, know where it is, and upload it as a video, yeah. Can you get a special ticket from Arena? You can, but you need to get into Gold or higher. And all of the arenas except for Veteran are bad now. Even Veteran's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as the others. Yeah, and I'll cover it in a few minutes. Just seeing if anybody has any more final questions, like about Belphegor and things like that. Your second Lukaku's idea about putting time markers so one can refer to it after the stream ends. Okay, if I remember, and bearing in mind I still got a lot of fever rushing around in my head, I'll do that. Or some extremely nice person could just post in the comments below this video when it goes up archived, and and then I'll just copy that in. What's the best hero for me? For you it was Sarah, but you don't know anymore. There is no best hero anymore. The heroes used to have excellent momentum swing. That used to be the point. Their effects wouldn't always activate, but when they did, they could shift the tempo of the fight. Nowadays, that doesn't happen. The best heroes at the moment are Brock, and then arguably Tina and Skald, and for PVG, Cat Merchant. Okay, I think we're back. Do let me know. I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious until I get this. The internet fritzed. So let me know in chat if I'm back. I think I am. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, internet just crashed out. Okay. So, good. All right, let me just scroll back up the chat, see what I missed. Okay, so could upload it as a separate video using footage taken to stream. Could do. Yeah. Get well soon. Thank you, Andrew. Luani, think I need a model girl in my videos. That would be nice, wouldn't it? All people go to Veteran and Crazy Battle for a boost. Yes, they will. You love L because people don't play Gates of Hell against you and also useful against Resurrection decks. True. Yeah, L. That's why L and L Brock are the only two that are really sort of go-to heroes at the moment. You were late. What's the use of chocolate bouquet? We'll get into that in a second. Oof. And we're all back. Okay, so what is chocolate bouquet? Chocolate bouquet is a card that you can get now, much the same way as you used to, as you could get, the gift box, Christmas stocking, all that kind of thing. It's a special card that you can play. There's no point to playing it. But you use it to get special tickets. Every 5 that you sell, you get 1 special ticket. And if you can accumulate 30, you can get a special skin for Belphegor. The problem with that is that I posted an article on the subreddit yesterday going into the mathematics of getting 30 chocolate bouquets, and it turns out that basically unless you spend money or you do an insane amount of work every day, you're not going to get the 30 chocolate bouquets. Try ginger tea for that cold. Thank you. I will try that. You know, hero system is bad when the neutral hero is actually a decent hero choice. Yeah, the neutral hero has honestly always been fairly good choice. No benefit to you, but no benefit to your opponent. But yeah, I see the neutral hero more and more and more and more with actual veteran players. It's quite interesting. Kalpesh, your shipe code, your shop code. Yeah, thank you. Satulia, what does the daily random challenge set do? I took mine before completing the first longer quest, and I missed what it does. Okay, I'll open them up. Basically, the daily challenge set gives you everything here that talks about the daily challenges. So the daily random challenge, win 1 time against the cat merchant, win 1 duel using a deck composed of mana cards, that kind of thing. And I think possibly the weeklies as well. So they're fine. Now, somebody was saying on the stream earlier that if you do the weekly random challenges, there is a chance they will be replaced with challenges that give you special tickets. So there's a chance for that. Bear in mind that special tickets are per purchase, and you still have to spend gems. So unless it's a card you really, really want, ignore the special tickets. It's a pay-to-win scheme. What do I think about today's patch? I don't like it. I think it's the worst they've ever done. Loana, you have to go. Aw, I'm sorry to see that. Well, thanks for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you can make it to the next one. Now, somebody sent me a friend request. Nick Stalker, you're just trying to finish what you started when you cursed me with this cold, are you, Nick? Okay. I will remove somebody from the bottom here. Not the people I actually know in real life. So, Mad Eye. Delete from census. Mad Eye, if you're watching, I'm sorry, that's just the rules. Bottom of the list, unless I know you in real life, and then you get replaced. Or unless I know that you are, in fact, usually constantly active. But if you're watching and you want to be re-added, just send me another friend request. There you go, Nix. Okay, Thrash, you have almost no cards anymore because people have bought all of your cards. Oh, bank, good for you. Lucky. The worth of gold now becomes more worth than gems, you think? So you should start farming gold instead? Yes. Yeah. Gold is really worth more than gems at this point. Simply because the only way you're going to get the cards you want now is from the player store. Because, frankly, the special tickets have just crippled the booster packs. Absolutely destroy them. I mean, you need 1 special ticket every time you want to pull a Valentine's special card booster. And the Valentine's special card booster has a less than 1% chance of giving you a card that you want. Should you buy Agita and Theodore Wilson Lucarii? Not unless you really want them. They're not very good cards. Francesco, this patch no good. Well, goodbye, guys. You go out to work. Okay, Francesco. It's nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you can be the next one. +1 gold bomb technician. How much is it worth? Kalpesh, almost nothing. Nobody uses it. You can get both for a total of 30k. I mean, if you want them for, and you can get them for 30k, Lucarii, by all means go for them. Just be aware that you're not really going to be able to use them in like a PvP or a PvG deck, not unless you're just having fun. They're not sort of platinum viable. Obviously, you can get anything into platinum, but in terms of, you know, not having to work your butt off, they're not viable in that sense. Bank, you're going to put in new cards. That's nice. Excellent. Okay. We got another notification. Satulia, thank you for the gems, buddy. I really appreciate it. We need all the gems we can get these days so we can start farming those mutant super boosters and start selling the cards. Okay, so very quickly then, does anybody have any more questions about the patch or the new hero or what? Depending what a daily and draft mutant tickets. Nico. Well, it's kind of a good thing. You can still use them. Just use them before the thing runs out. Anyway, yeah. Any more questions about the patch, the chocolate bouquets, the hero, anything like that before we just go into the free-to-play guide? You're quite the collector, you know, and you're really disappointed missing TBT. Yeah. Now I know how you feel. I got a bunch of TBT cards, a lot of them. I think I got like 90% of the TBT cards, but I still missed some of them, and it bothers me. But another thing. A gift from Unohana. Thank you, Unohana. I really appreciate it. 5 gems. Very useful. It all adds up. It all adds up. Every little bit is a little bit more than what you had. As the song probably goes. I don't know. You think gem gift trades are going to be the real currency from now on, Lukaku? Possibly. Possibly. Sub-battles, Dr. Cocktail. Yep, we'll move into that after we are done with the free-to-play guide. I just wanted to check to see if anybody had any questions, but apparently not. So, we'll just go through the basic stuff really, really quickly. First of all, Hero Belphegor, you need to be level 10 in order to unlock her, and you need to have logged in for a total of 80 days in order to acquire her. She's very easy to grab. There is a special skin that is available for her. In order to get that, you need to accumulate 30 chocolate bouquets. I did a mathematical analysis on what it would take in order to get 30 chocolate bouquets yesterday in the subreddit, so you can go and read that. But basically what it turns out is, unless you spend real money, it is going to take you hours of work every day in order to get the 30 chocolate bouquets. So don't do it, is my advice. It's not worthwhile. Banca Mafia Veteran Arena Guide. Yeah, I'll do that one as well, don't worry. So yeah, basically as far as the chocolate bouquets go, pretty much ignore them. If you happen to get 5, sell them. Sell all 5 at once in order to get a special ticket if there is something that you really want from one of the locked boosters. And I can't believe I have to say that. Locked boosters in a trading card game. Okay, anyway. Yes. Don't worry about the chocolate boosters, but make sure you sell them in groups of 5, okay? Because it's only they don't go over. If you sell like 7, then the extra 2 don't count, and they won't pass over onto the next achievement. Apparently, you have to just sell them in lots of 5, or sell 2 and then sell 3, but don't go over the 5. Today's update is the worst. I agree. I wish I could say differently, but I agree. It's terrible. It's the worst one they've ever done. So that's the chocolate boosters. That's the Hero Belphegor. Free-to-play guide. Okay, so the game has now officially become pay-to-win. But do not panic. All is not lost. Free-to-play players, like you and me, there are still ways. So here is the best way of being a free-to-play player and remaining competitively viable. First of all, go to quests, and every single day, do all of the dailies. Whoops. There we go. It's still slow. Do all of the dailies and do all of the drafts. That will get you 28 gems. Farm the roulette, because you can get 10 gems off it now, and that will take you up to 38. Go into the shop, and go all the way down to where the memberships are, when it eventually loads in. There we go. Okay, go all the way down to where the memberships are and buy the gold membership. 150,000 gold, and you will get 5 gems a day. So you can get 38 plus the 5 gems a day. Every day, buy 1 Super Mutant Booster. With the cards you get from the Super Mutant Booster, put them all into your shop, unless there is one that you really, really love. But put them all into your shop, sell them, sell them, sell them. Just keep selling all the cards, all the cards, all the cards. Then start playing the trading, the player shop market. Find cards that are going for cheap, buy them, use your extra gems to seal them, and then sell them back at a higher price. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. By doing that, you will be able to then afford to buy the individual specific cards that you're looking for from the player store. So if you want Leaf Hikaru, don't try to get her out of a booster pack. It will not work. The odds are so small. You are more likely to be shot into space by an angry duck than you are to pick out the FODP card that you're looking for. Buy them off the player store. So that's the best possible way to do it. As far as arenas go, don't do the arenas anymore. Unless you can get into the top 10 in PvP and rookie and so on and so forth, they're not worthwhile. And that's generally luck or grinding. The only arena that's worthwhile doing in terms of time to reward is the veteran arena. And that is a real slog. 15 fights a day for 3 days. It's difficult. So do the other arenas if they're fun for you, if you enjoy them by all means, then the reward is just a pleasant little benefit. But for a free-to-play player who's looking to build up their cards and their gems as quickly as possible, don't do the arenas. Veteran is the only one that's worthwhile. And that's basically the free-to-play player guide. Do all the daily missions, do all the draft missions, farm the roulette for the 10 gems, and get the 150,000 gold membership for the 5 gems a day. Use the gems to buy 1 Super Mutant booster pack every day. Sell the cards to the player store. Use the money and gems to buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high until you have the money to buy the card that you want. Once you've got that, start it all over again. Okay, how to win against a Goblin Chieftain +1 if the opponent plays him in round 1 and if you kill them or Peria and game over. I assume you mean in PvG. Trap in the castle is an excellent way of stopping them, because that'll allow you to delay, or you can build up towards an Orperia. If you kill Goblin Chieftain, they can't immediately Orperia into game over. You have to have killed Goblin Chieftain and something else. No, sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the feathers. If they Goblin Chieftain straight into Orperia, you are in a lot of trouble. But trap in the castle, trap in the castle, trap in the castle, or just try to save up for a Holy Spear immediately. Otherwise, yeah, you're just kind of in a lot of trouble. It's just luck. You have a gem, but you didn't buy any card packs. Yeah. You couldn't buy any card packs, yeah, because they're locked, I assume. Yeah. You're a free player, Kalpesh. Nice. Lukaku, thank you. 153.20 for the first time mark and 156.30 for the second. Thank you. Try to make a little note of that, would you? And then comment it below in the YouTube video when the thing becomes archived. It would help me out a lot. Heroic, thank you very much for the 5 gems, buddy. I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Because it's going to get very difficult for me now to get the cards I need in order to make the videos. So this is going to be difficult. So I really appreciate the gem gifts. They're going to help me get the cards I need in order to keep making up-to-date videos. What do Korean and Japanese players think about the update? Japanese players are apparently already on the decline, Zik, and the 2 of the Japanese players that we've talked to so far have both said they don't like the update at all. They say it's the worst one ever. Now that's not necessarily, a good cross-section of the entire population, but that's what we know so far. Okay. But yeah, I really do advise everybody to just stay away from the arenas unless you find them fun. The rewards are now appalling. And if you're trying to get into the top 10, or God help you champion in PvP, oh boy, you guys are in trouble. Again, I did a mathematical analysis on that this morning for subreddit. And the guy who got into first place in the last arena round in PvP, even taking into account that his matches and everything involved in it only lasted 5 minutes, including the spin for the roulette and pick your deck and all the rest of it, even taking that into account, he still had to have farmed for 6.5 hours every day on both of those days in order to get into champion. And that was before there was ever any reason to get into champion, beyond just slightly better rewards. Now that EXT cards are being dropped from champion PvP, wow, you thought it was a grind fest before? You ain't seen nothing yet. Lukaku, you gotta find veteran strats now. Yeah, fortunately, rookie strategies do go into veteran strategy very well. You just can't be as fun-loving with it. With rookie, almost anything would work so long as you had a good template. With veteran, no, you can't be weird about it. You just gotta go for the stuff that works. Calpesh, let me know when you're ready for fight. Okay, so we're about to move into like some sub battles, but especially since Farka got nerfed, yeah, it's kind of almost a good thing. Otherwise, everybody's just going to be running veteran Farka. It would be just nothing but Farka after Farka after Farka, and then everyone would learn how to counter that because I never actually got beaten by a Farka in veteran because I ran Cocoon Trap and stuff like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we're about to move into like subscriber battles. I am still extremely sick. I'm hopped up on medication at the moment, and I'm holding on, but I'm not in like a headspace. So what I would like, ideally, is for people in the chat to sort of put up their hands and say, yes, I'm willing to have a fight. And we will pair them off, you know, Calpesh versus Lucarcry kind of thing. And then I will spectate in the game so that everybody on stream can see, and I will commentate. That's what I would like to do. If people don't put up their hands and volunteer, though, then I will just fight people like normal subscriber battles. You remember seriously running a Grave Robber of Jerna deck back in Veteran. Yikes, Lucarcry, yeah. Well, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I mean, Farka used to be a pain. A real, just, it wasn't fun to go up against. I mean, once you learned his trick, he wasn't that difficult to counter, but it was just like, oh, good, here's another infinite poisoned arrows of Jerna deck. Never played Veteran. Is it a must to get a 15 win streak to get into Platinum France? I haven't played Veteran in a couple of months, but when I last played, yes, you had to get 15 win streak 3 days in a row to get into Platinum. They might have made it a little bit easier now, though. I hope so. Lucarcry, you're willing to have a fight, but not a fight right now. That's cowards talk, Lucarcry. Fight somebody. Not me. It's just somebody else. Oh, we got another thing. Hold on. A gift from Zik. Thank you very much, dude. 10 gems. Quite the bounty. Excellent. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's going to come in very, very handy for getting the cards for the videos. Neon wants to fight you, Lucarcry. Fight, fight. You want a Hoover? What kind of a terrible excuse is that? Fight, fight. Hello, Twilight. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time to see me try to incite people to fight each other. Be back in about 30 minutes. All right, fine, fine. Okay, so as I said, what I would like is for people in the chat to say, I'm willing to fight other people and for my game to be spectated. But so put up your hands if you're interested. You'll stay on the stream for the audio, though, okay? Just so you could bask in my rich, dulcet tones. Shall I recite Shakespeare? Something in fair Verona where we lay our scene, where new grudge breaks to new mutiny, and civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, and in their ending end their parents' strife. Ah, brava, brava, roses, roses. You're okay for a fight, Neon. You're jealous. You need some gems too. Calpesh, if I start pulling them, I'll hand them your way. Well, that's nice of you, Lucarcry. Make a rank 1 any arena guide. What do you mean, like champion guide? Champion guides, there's no point really to a champion guide, unfortunately, because it's all about... Rookie and Veteran is just about luck. A certain amount of building your deck, but for the most part, it's luck. Beautiful, says J-Bo. Thank you. Thank you. Mostly it's about luck in those. In PvP, it's just about grinding. It's just about grinding. The guy who won last time got 6.5 hours every day, and you just can't beat that kind of thing. Okay, Calpesh, do you want to fight Neon? Say yes, or I'll never forgive you. I'm running out of arc juice. Somebody fight somebody. You're all cowards. Don't make me do this. I'm so sick. Rabbit J Rabbit made a champion guide on rookie. Yeah, Rabbit J Rabbit made a guide on how to get into top 10, not guaranteed rookie. It's still luck. But yeah, it was a good guide. I liked it. It was a good one. I asked him if he wanted it to be put into the guides section, but he never responded. So. Calpesh, fight Neon. Christophorus, you need to build your deck first. Don't worry about it. Most people are running beginner decks. And if Or try to match people against people that also have kind of the same level of experience in decks. And if I have to fight, I always use my basic borderline budget beginner decks anyway. There's no fun, I don't think, in doing a stream where I just like, oh look, here's my Jane deck, and it just kills everybody. There's got to be some strategy. Kengi, don't fight me, Kalpesh. Fight Neon. Hate you. You forgot my new PVG video yesterday. Look at it later. It's a Dragon Hunter Fry deck, so hopefully you like it. Yeah. We'll give, as you can see in the last streaming, your card's still a mess. It's fine. It's fine. We just beginner stuff. Okay. So seriously, if people don't offer to fight each other in the next couple of minutes, then I'll do it. Kalpesh just wants to fight me. Satulia offers him, herself, itself. Everybody's an it now in the chat, okay? You've all been degendered. Satulia has offered itself. Dr. Cocktails offering himself up for a fight. Pandatoon. Okay. How about you guys fight then? Satulia and Pandatoon. Sound good to you guys? Let me know. Wish it wasn't a chat delay. It's so much easier if this was in real time. It's not possible with streaming, but it would be nice. Everybody come to my house. We won't bother with a stream. We'll just have a big MABINOGI party. You bring 5 slaps and 5 gold rush with Cat Merchant as your hero. Christophorus, that sounds like fantastic deck. That just sounds like a lot of fun. Well, it's not about who wins and loses anyway. It's just about enjoying yourself. Fight me, Ark, and I'll make you dizzy. I don't need you to make me dizzy, Neon. Literally, the world is doing this right now for me. It's not hyperbole. The world is literally going around and around a little bit. Need its nickname, though. Thank you for getting into the spirit of that, Satulia. Satulia, his nickname is Pandatoon. 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 Neon wants to fight Kalpesh. Go, go, go. If you are going to fight, let me know, because I need to actually, boot up. Well, not boot up, but I need to open up the friends thing and click on spectate. You just lost your phone, Anan. Look, Arkwright, we could all use Discord. Yes, I do have a Discord channel of my own, actually. I could just bring everybody in there. Okay, good. Kalpesh and Neon are going to have a fight. Excellent. Do let me know when you guys are about to begin, and bear in mind that there is like a 30-second delay here, so let me know as far in advance of the beginning of the fight as possible. Less delay that way, Look, Arkwright, I agree. It'll be interesting. Well, I don't even know if there will be a less delay, because possibly not. I mean, I could type in real time with you guys, but yeah, my stream response would actually still be delayed. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Neon. I actually have Neon and Satulia and Pandatoon, so I can spectate all you guys if you get into fights. Andrew just grabbed a beer and a snack to enjoy the stream. Okay, I'm going to enjoy this too. I think, because I don't have to fight, which is so nice when I'm so sick. And I should have gone to sleep so early yesterday, and I didn't, because I did the patch. You're going to start now, Kalpesh. Okay. Against Neon. Yep. So I'll just keep refreshing. And as soon as I see you guys drop into a fight... You meant a vocal Discord, Look, right? Yeah, I could do that. It'd be a bit... I'm not sure how it would work that with the thingy, but yeah. Well, I can't watch anything yet. We'll just keep refreshing. You can have one quick fight, Nico. I like it. I like the can-do attitude. Okay, here we go. Neon works in Kengi. Spectate. This is the first time we're trying this, so it'll be interesting to see how it works. Does that word exist in English? Vocal. Yes. Yes. Okay, so Kengi up at the top, and Neon down at the bottom. Ooh, using a trap in the castle. I like it. I like it. Twilight, you can't stay for long. Duty calls, makes you cry. Aww, Twilight. Forget duty. This is more important. Okay, nice with the trap. I like it. I like it. You don't tend to see non-Japanese players running it, but it's very cool. It's very cool. So Kengi's running, what does this look like? 3 mutants. Neon's running 2. Yeah. So we had an elf, and then we had an elephant. Here's a man who is not afraid of heavy offering. Okay. So with that, Kengi takes a small lead. We've got Automato Eliza coming out. That's going to be problems for the elephant because the Eliza is going to push the trap in front of it. How will Kengi respond? Let's find out. Flame emission. Ouch. Nice. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. However, Neon is still doing better for resources. Not quite so good for HP, but not too bad. Not too bad. Twilight, the most important thing right now. Well, can't he see his hand now? Jabo, only we can see these things, and we can't see what Kengi's doing because we're spectating. Oh, right, okay. Oh, interesting. Well, that elephant is in trouble, but we got a gold Windblade Taeon on the field. Very nice. He's not going to attack, but his ability will still activate. So Kengi's going to have to be aware of that, and not put anything down in front of that Taeon, because 8 damage coming out is not insignificant. Neon's thinking about it, and charges. Okay, that's probably the best move because they're quite neck and neck for resources at the moment. In fact, they are exactly neck and neck. Surprise attack onto the Taeon. Yep, there's nothing else you could really do about that. You had to get him off the field. Elephant goes down to the trap. That trap is really proving to be useful, especially with the Taeon. I really like that Taeon in there and the Eliza moving the stuff around. Ambush Vine comes out, but I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing, honestly. Eliza can still keep moving and charging up. It doesn't really matter to her whether or not she gets paralyzed so much. Ambush Vine did take a lot of nature out of Kengi's hand, though. Interesting. There comes the Light Elf Eurotris. Alright, so the archer's actually in a very safe place because she's not going to shoot the trap, and even if she did, it wouldn't activate. Eliza, however, it does charge up there. Neon levels up, so now they're both equal. Ambush comes out, which is nice. Very good. The elf archer is going to hit... Who's she going to hit? Is it low HP? Highest HP. So the elf archer is going to go after the Eliza. Golden Bomb Squad comes out in front of the Eliza, and that will in fact kill it. Regardless, so that's unfortunate. The Eliza hasn't managed to do what she needs to do. Another Golden Bomb Squad, so Kengi's taking no chances whatsoever. It's very aggressive play for Golden Bomb Squad, actually. Very aggressive play. We'll see if it pays off for him. So really the only removal that Neon has for the Goblin Bomb Squad is the surprise attack, and just depends on whether or not he thinks that it's worthwhile. So charges up. We've got a nice amount of resources now. He's definitely in the lead for resources. Kengi is really, really struggling here. Personally, I would probably have flame emissioned that line, discarded into flame emission, but that's fine. That's fine. Neon is just going for the defensive play at the moment. Just trying to build up probably back towards another Taeon. Okay, so L revives, takes them both to the same amount of HP. They both got pretty much identical board presence. So yeah, everything's in before doppelganger trauma. Yeah, that would be interesting. Okay, but yes, a Holy Missile comes out, and that allows the Nature Golden Bomb Squad to deal some damage. Unfortunately, you can't really play a creature in this situation. I would probably say the Holy Missile onto the Nature Golden Bomb Squad was the best idea, but the Magic Missile also works out just as well. Excellent. Excellent. That Archer is irritating, but then the Taeon goes to the far right, which is good. That just means that everything's going to get cleared out before any big problems come up. Neon charges up. Everybody's just not doing too well for resources right now, so this could still go either way. Still go either way. Kengi discards into nature. Building up or trapping. Another discard into nature. Yeah, he's definitely building up for something, and there it is. There goes the hunt. Okay. So Kengi's down to 3 resources all in all, and Neon has 7, but fairly broadly spaced. So nobody's got a real advantage at this point in time. This is a real grudge match, actually. The Archer is just going to keep slogging away at that trap now. Unfortunately for Neon, archers don't activate traps. So that's not going to work. Okay, discarding into gold for the Goblin Shredder. Goblin Shredder comes out, just trying to play some aggressive creatures just to make Neon respond. So Kengi's taken the lead in terms of board presence. We'll see if he can maintain it, given that Neon's now got significantly more resources. That Elven Archer is actually causing some difficulties here. Charges up into gold, that's fine. Will he go for the aggressive Goblin play, or will he continue to charge? He continues to charge, okay. Discard into light now, so Elephant, okay. We're not going to see another build back towards Triss. Kengi's just trying to finish this as quickly as possible through chip. Neon got a lucky boost with health there, which was very cool. Goblin Bomb Squad, and Eliza comes out. Okay, so this puts Kengi into a very awkward position because he doesn't have enough resources now to remove Eliza easily. So he's going to have to answer defensively, which he's doing by discarding. Is he going to discard twice and then play... Well, I mean, he can't really. He can't discard twice and play Hunt. That won't kill Eliza. He's going to have to discard twice and then play a nature creature to block. Goblin Bomb Squad doesn't... I don't think he has the resources for that, though. Oh, he does. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just enough. All right. That's fine. Eliza goes down a little bit, but this isn't going to kill Eliza. What Kengi's going to have to do is then finish Eliza off with a completely separate spell, which is not going to do wonders for his resources. So, despite the fact that Neon's got less HP, Neon's actually kind of in control of the fight at the moment. So this will be very interesting to see whether or not Kengi can turn this back around. Discarding into light, charging into nature. We're going to see a Holy Missile. No, we're going to see another charge. Okay, so he's actually just going to let Eliza go, which is quite interesting. The Goblin Bomb Squad is going to kill the elf. The elephant, rather. Eliza's going to take Kengi down to 8 HP. But he has nothing to block the Goblin Bomb Squad at the moment, and that is problematic. Okay, another Eliza comes out, positioned so that the Goblin Bomb Squad will be shunted in front of the Archer, and Eliza will go free, which is great. The Archer is also not going to kill the weakened Eliza, is going to go for the stronger one. Now, this 8 damage is going to take Neon down really, really low, but unless Kengi can answer both of these Elizas and the Goblin Bomb Squad, he's in a lot of trouble. Okay, here comes one Goblin Bomb Squad that's going to block the bigger Eliza. And a surprise attack comes out on the weakened Eliza. Okay, so he has managed to actually block the attack. Because unfortunately, you can't remove... the Goblin Bomb Squad. What you can do now is, well, I was going to say you could discard into gold to get the flame emission, and then take out the Elf Archer, which would allow the Goblin Bomb Squad to win. But yeah, you can't do that now, unfortunately. That's a shame. That's a shame. Because Kengi can now discard into nature, get Hunt, and remove the Eliza, which is what he's just done. Wow, really, really close game there. Really, really close. Right down to the wire. And I think Neon could honestly have won that if he discarded into gold and gotten the flame emission. But, you know, it's always easy to say that sort of thing when you're spectating. Much more difficult to do it when you're playing and know that you're being watched. Nevertheless, that was a really good fight on both players' parts. Really, really impressive plays. Very good game to both Kalpesh and to Neon. Very impressive. Well done, guys. Well done. Right down to the wire. Ooh, so close. What is that? Oh, I don't want that. It's Camcat. Okay, guys. Very, very nice fight. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I like to see those double Elizas as well. I'm actually managing to take a light elf Triss deck that close to victory. Very impressive. Okay, so does anybody else want to try a commentated fight. Do let me know. While you're thinking about it, I will open up this and see what's in here. Oh, gift from Pandatoon and Dark Red Evil. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. That's going to make it so much easier for me to get the cards I need for the videos over the next couple of weeks. So I would really like to make some sort of FOD mutant and FODP decks. I think that would be a lot of fun, but need more gems. Need more gems. Finished hoovering half the house, Lucarcry. Well done. Welcome back. Dr. Cocktail, you want to have a fight? Excellent. Dr. Cocktail versus Lucarcry? How's that sound? Let me know, guys. Ooh. Hi, Stan. Thanks. Oh, Stan. I don't know why I said Stan. Hi, Stan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. So, Dr. Cocktail, Lucarcry. You know, each one of you has been saying bad things about the other one's mother. Fight, 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 fight. As I say, Setulia fighting Panda. Okay. Okay, let me load this in. Are you actually fighting Panda now? Or, oh, you are fighting Panda now. Good. Okay, here we go. Spectate. Okay, so Setulia versus Dr. Cocktail. You like to, but you have to do the other half. Yeah. In 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so we got Pandatoon up at the top, and we've got Setulia down at the bottom. Wow, a book of knowledge is right out the gate. Okay, so obviously Setulia is charging up for something. We got one mutant on Pandatoon's side, no mutants on Setulia's side. Very interesting. Mana Nature Light on Setulia and Gold Nature Dark on Pandatoon. This could go either way. Wow, Blue Moonlight Well, very interesting. Don't usually see those resource generating cards. Always nice to see. A good hunt comes out there. That's an equal resource trade, but hurts Setulia more than it hurts Pandatoon. Nevertheless, Setulia manages to level up. Does Pandatoon follow suit? It does indeed. Okay, so basically neck and neck at this point. Setulia's got a little bit more hit points, but Pandatoon has a little bit more resource. No obvious lead at the moment. So let's see what Setulia decides to do next. You'll be sleeping soon. You want to fight Ark if possible, Neon. Okay. We'll see if we can make that happen before the end of the stream. Okay. Ah, Lorna. Very interesting. Okay. I do like Lorna. Very good effect. For those that don't know, when she goes to the grave, she does not, in fact, get a grave cost. Very handy for a deck that likes to pull creatures constantly out. Oh, the Ambush Vine comes out, shoves Lorna out of the way, paralyzes the elf. Ouch, that 7 damage from Lorna is going to hurt Pandatoon unless he can somehow manage to block it, which he does, maybe? No, Anna got a 33% chance to land in the right slot and didn't land there. Nevertheless, that's 8 damage on the field, ready to go. Problematic. Surprise attack comes out, targets down the Magician, which is exactly what you should be doing. Very good. Leaving just 6 open damage on Pandatoon's side of the field and 7 on Setulia's. The Hunt comes out. He's taken no chances with that masked field. Excellent. Okay. Now, the gold may indicate feathers. It's not common with Magician Masked Field, but it's a possibility. In before Doom Machine Core says, Lucarcry, seems unlikely, but you never know. You never know. Interesting, you like Lorna too. Yeah, Lorna's a really good character. I really do like Lorna. Lorna and Pan. Lorna is the more aggressive version. Pan is the more defensive one. Mana Pan -1 was big in the meta for a long time. So, the Golden Bomb Squad comes out, and that's going to kill Lorna and remain on the field, unfortunately for Setulia, but it gives Pandatoon a fairly solid aggressive presence. You got Watcher of the Forest Genie, Christophorus, very nice. Not the best card ever, but I do like the art for it. Okay. So, the elf is going to go down to the Ambush Vine, but that Golden Bomb Squad does need to be answered. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Setulia has any mana attack spells. At least we haven't seen any yet. So, this will be quite interesting. Is Setulia just going to take the hit because they're in the lead HP-wise, or are they going to actually block. Nope, they just decide to take the hit. That's fine. They're leading by, what, 17 hit points? So that's not a big problem. Ooh, Golden Shredder comes out, destroys the Ambush Vine. And Pandatoon levels up to 3, following in the footsteps of Setulia. Lorna needs to be a hero character. That would be awesome. Wow, an Alron comes out. Interesting. Ooh, and an Archmage Zeras. Okay. Now things are getting interesting. Zeras is a nasty little creature to try to have to fight. Nasty little Archmage. Thank you for sharing that deck, Kalpesh. That's really useful and excellent. I really like seeing people actually sharing the decks that they use. It really helps the community to grow. Thanks. Okay, so Setulia is charged up. Pandatoon's thinking about it. The Alron and the Zeras are both big threats. The question is, does Pandatoon have a big enough creature to take down Zeras? Because he can't use spells unless they're non-targeted. So he's thinking about it. It is a very difficult decision to make. Called the blue 5 stars. Okay, he's capturing the Alron. That's fine. It went into an awkward position, unfortunately. Shadow Vampire comes out. It's not going to help, unfortunately, because Alron can't deal any damage to the Archmage. If this Zeras survives one more turn, then I predict Setulia's victory. However, Pandatoon does have, what is that, 12 plus 5, 17 damage on the board. And Setulia only has 24 HP. So this is risky. Is he going to go for something like a surprise attack or something like that to somewhat diminish the amount of damage? No, he's just going to take it. He's bold. Bold plays. I like it. Okay. So that's 17 damage plus the extra 2 from the vine. So that's 19 damage. It's going to take Setulia down to 5 HP. Now, what I'm assuming is going to come out next is an ultimate reversal of time. So let's see. He activates it. There's the ultimate reversal of time. So all of the creatures on the board go bye-bye. Pandatoon gets dropped down to level 1. And Setulia revives, taking himself down to 1 HP. So he'd better hope that Pandatoon does not have an Arrow of Revenge. That would be problematic. And then out comes the Lorna again, with no grave cost, leaving Pandatoon with a good amount of resources. So, leaving Setulia with a good amount of resources. So Pandatoon is placed in a really awkward position now. Let's cry, he says, yeah. Oh, there's the Arrow of Revenge. Ouch. 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 That's what we predicted. Very good play on both players' parts. Very good play. Pandatoon. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Excellent play on both players' sides. Interesting deck on both players' sides. I haven't seen a Zeras deck that looks like that before. Very cool, though. Twilight saw the arrow coming. Yeah. Reversal of time plus Storm Call, game equals 1. Yeah, Lukaku usually, unless Arrow of Revenge. And there's a deck you used to fight, Kalpesh Neon. Thank you very much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Really helps the community to grow up and out. Ah, the fever, it has me. Nice game, says Pegasus, and I agree. Yes, very good game on both Setulia and Pandatoon's side. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And everybody's using unusual kinds of decks, which I like to see. Very good game, guys. Very, very good game. Very close. Okay. That was really good. We've had... the game should have stalled it out. Yeah, Setulia, you were bold. You went for it. You made the plays. Unfortunately, Arrow of Revenge. It happens. It happens. Very well played on both players' parts, though. I mean, there was no, wrong plays there. Good job. Okay. So, yeah, we've had some really, really interesting fights over the last couple of spectator battles. These are really, really good. I'm really enjoying seeing what you guys are playing. There's some very interesting decks. So, does anybody else want to do a commentated, spectated fight? No pressure. Use your weirdest decks, your silliest decks, your most fun decks. It's not about who wins or who loses, just about having fun. You predict next game shall see a defensive Gates of Hell deck. Why, Lukaku? Is that what you're about to run? You're going to fight? Come on, fight. Oh, man. Ooh. Dizzy. Oh. I'm going to open up this. There's actually a bunch of people doing fights right now. I want to jump in and see what Nyx is doing or Zero is doing, but that wouldn't be fair. We don't have their permission. So yes, does anybody else want to have a fight or another fight? You can have another fight with somebody, but use a different deck. Up to you. Hands up, people. Or if nobody wants to fight anybody else, you can put up your hand and ask to fight me. I'd prefer not. I'm so sick, but hey. Dr. Cocktail wants to fight Lukaku. I think you should do it. Zik, you want to fight? Nice. I like it. Good. Okay. So Zik wants to fight. Who wants to fight Zik? And Lukaku, are you done with your hoovering? Come on. Neon wants to fight me. Yeah. If we can't get more spectated commentated battles, Neon, then I'll fight you. But otherwise, Tuesday, I'll do the fights, because Tuesday I should hopefully finally be over this fever, because I am actually burning up. You're only asking you guys 2 minutes. We're both dizzy now. You're dizzy with sleep and I'm dizzy with sickness. Let's make ultimate decks. Okay. All right, Lukaku is going to be back in 2 minutes and then he'll fight Dr. Cocktail. Anybody want to fight Zik? Come on. Get onto the stream. Your name will live forever. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Okay, Jabo wants to fight. How about Jabo fights Zik? So Jabo, his IGN, Zik is on Twitch at the moment. So Jabo's IGN is JAYBAR21, JBAR21. So Zik, you send a friend request to Jabo. Have a fight. Let me know when you guys have got it sorted out. And then Dr. Cocktail will fight Lukaku. And then I might fight Neon. I'm not sure. Okay, so Zik's... actually, I have Zik here. So, Jabo, if you want to add Zik, that's him right there in the middle. Z-I-K-K-K. K. 4 Ks. Yes, not K-K-K. K-K-K-K. So, J-A-Y-B-A-R-21 for Jabo and Z-I-K-K-K-K for Zik. You guys add yourselves. Add yourselves. Words no worky so good. You guys add each other as friends and let me know when you're ready to do the fight. Kalpesh is just opening up his IGN to everybody. He's willing to fight all comers. He's feeling confident. I like it. Okay. I don't think I have J-Bar on my friends list here. So, but I do have Zik. So as soon as that's working, that's what we'll do. We'll observe them. Oh, there's one of my Japanese friends, PvP 10th Dan, having a fight again. Be nice to watch, but we don't have permission, so we won't. Okay. Yeah, okay. A lot of people fighting right now. It's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are probably trying out some of the new cards that have appeared in the FOD mutants and FODP and that kind of thing. And hopefully we'll see a few more warlords cropping up, since the 5-star booster card booster pack today is Shurka, which is pretty cool. And for those of you who don't get it out of the booster pack, it should be cheaper in the player stores now, which is nice. Oh, do I actually have QLI as a friend? That's cool. Okay, so Zik is now fighting, apparently. So we will spectate that. Nobody told me in the chat, but whatever. We'll do it. So Zik down the bottom. Yay, there we go. J-Bar up at the top. Excellent. Okay, so this is working. So Mari Hero versus Elbrak. Elbrak, yes. Yes, thank you, Zik. I just got it. Okay, so out comes the skeleton. Down goes the skeleton. Bye-bye, skeleton. Colorless Soulstone comes out. Okay, so J-Bar is ramping up towards darkness. What are we expecting? Dark Mino +1? Jurgen maybe in a triple color deck? That would be quite interesting. Could be a Mana Magician, could be Xena. A lot of things. Oh, and Zik is charging up towards mana. So we've got a couple of guys here who are in a race for their dominant resource. Which one will get there first? Let's find out. Equal amounts of health. And Zik is slightly leading in EXP, but J-Bar is going to catch up right now on his turn. So, oh wow, Dimensional Dragon Astaroth. Whoa, I haven't seen this guy since I used to run him in Rookie way back when. He's actually not a bad card, but you just don't see him very much. It says while he's in the middle. It's worth bearing in mind for this particular card that when it says middle, what it means is the middle 3 slots, not just the middle 1 slot. So Astaroth has been countered by Seeker Nereva, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Out comes Scathach. So it's a closer deck J-Bar is using. Oh, ouch. Right in front of Nereva. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. So Scathach transforms, which does charge up Nereva, but that's not really going to help. Unless Zik has a way of getting that Scathach out of the way, which he does. Fortunate for Zik, but unfortunate for J-Bar. Down goes Scathach. And Seeker Nereva gets charged up. Summoning Commission comes out, so we're charging up for that. Oh, a Witch Cheshire. Nice. Nice. Okay. So, Cheshire and Nereva both out onto the field. Nereva is charged up quite well. She's going to counter that Holy Missile, but I'm assuming J-Bar knows that and was doing that just to drain her energy. So, Vampire comes out, drains Cheshire. Fair enough. Frog, Dr. Cocktail. Yeah, I know. Wow, Turn to Frog. I do love Turn to Frog. It's a really powerful card. Ouch, Astaroth got nobbled by the Black Cat thing. That is unfortunate for J-Bar. Gold Hanjo. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yep, there we go. Nice. Gold Hanjo, Petrify, Nereva combination. That is one of my favorites. I used to... I've always enjoyed that combination. It's a lot of fun. Now, interestingly, the Black Cat is in fact generating darkness resources for J-Bar, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, it looks like Zik's basically got this one in the bag, and J-Bar is not feeling good about it. Not feeling good about it at all, and I don't blame him. That's pretty brutal. That was really unfortunate with the Turn to Frog, and really unfortunate with Cheshire hitting the Astaroth rather than the Vampire. Yeah, everyone in chat's like, oh my god, Hanjo! Oh, you gotta love a Hanjo player. You gotta love Hanjo. You gotta love an Astaroth player as well, though. And that Black Cat is actually working out really well for J-Bar. So let's see if he can actually maybe bring an Astaroth back out if he wants to. Discards into light, which is quite interesting. What are we about to see? What are we about to see? Surprise Attack comes out. Nereva blocks that. Magic Gourd Bomb comes out. Kapow, kapow, kapow. Kerpow. Unfortunately, that kind of works out better for Zik than it did for J-Bar. So all Zik needs to do now is just charge up, and he's won. With a Ninja Hanjo deck, ladies and gentlemen, versus an Astaroth deck. Fantastic. Lukaku, Mirror of Truth plus Hanjo, does it work as you think it does? If the way you think it works is that the Mirror of Truth will activate Hanjo, turn him into a log, and then the Mirror of Truth effect will activate and turn the log back into Hanjo, yes, that's the way that it works. Very interesting deck on both players' sides. An Astaroth deck versus a Gold Hanjo deck. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a really good fight on both players' sides. Really, really good. Gotta love people that use unusual cards. Astaroth, for God's sake, and Gold Hanjo. Very well done for both people. Very, very nice work, Zik. Very, very nice work, J-Bar. Very good. I am impressed. Satulia, is it lagging for you? I think, honestly, Satulia, it's kind of lagging for everybody. I get from Twilight. Thank you very much, Twilight. I really appreciate that. That's going to go right into my little fund of gems so that I can try to get as many new cards as possible for videos over the next couple of weeks. Didn't expect a Nereva deck. Again, trying to use new... Yeah, J-Boat, that was really, really good. I was like, oh my god, Astaroth! I haven't seen that in forever. That was so fun. That was so cool. So yeah, as I say, I mean, these games aren't really about winning or losing. They're just about, you know, trying interesting things, having fun. You know, whoever wins or loses, it's not really that important. So, but both of you played really, really well. Both of you had really, really interesting decks. Very, very good. Very enjoyable to watch. Very enjoyable to commentate over. I'm glad to see that nobody's running, you know, just like generic Jurgen decks and Wave of Life decks and things like that. Everybody's running something pretty cool. If anyone's interested, Lukaku is willing to sell a cheap Undine Akora, who has been very powerful in the meta recently with the rise of Lusalka and Mana Magician Master Field. We'll see. But who knows how the meta is going to be shifted now that Lusalka is not a thing anymore. Okay, so a bit worn out though. Well, yeah, not so great for collectors, but good for anybody that wants to play. I personally don't care about how worn a card is. I have them to play them. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some people out there that don't mind. Okay, so who wants to fight next? I think, was it Kalpesh versus Lukaku, or was it Dr. Cocktail versus Lukaku? I know that somebody challenged Lukaku. I don't remember who it was, though. Let me know. Neon, yeah, I told you. I will fight you if nobody else wants to fight and be commentated over. Otherwise, it'll be Tuesday. But let's see if anybody else wants to fight. I know that somebody challenged Lukaku. So it depends on whether or not Lukaku takes him up on that. Oh, you're battling Cocktail right now, are you, Lukaku? Okay, hold on a second then. On live versus Lucard. I may not have either of you guys. This is why I want you to tell me beforehand. I'm not sure I have you guys. Oh, no, I do. I mean, there's Lukaku right there, but it's not showing up as... There we go. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, I thought it was weird that I wouldn't have at least Luke. All right, there we go. So, Pandatoon versus Lukaku. Pandatoon using L, Lukaku using the new heroes. This will be quite interesting. No mutants on Pandatoon's side, one mutant on Lukaku's side. Both of them using Golden Nature. And then there's light on Lukaku's side and dark on Pandatoon's side. Okay, so an immediate Hermit Share, which is a very interesting first turn play, countered by the Ambush Vine, unfortunately for Luke. Out comes the Elf, so Pandatoon's laying down the pressure from an early point in the game. How will Lukaku answer? Just by charging. Okay, so he's going to let the damage go through, obviously building up towards something else. The Ambush Vine won't kill Share this turn, but the Elf will get some damage off. So that'll be, yeah. That should take Pandatoon up to being able to level up. Paralyzing Bullet comes out to take care of Share. Okay, so Pandatoon's just really, really pushing for the early chip damage, which is quite interesting. You knew you'd forgotten something, Lukaku. What have you forgotten? Out comes the Hyena King. Okay, all right. Not as good as he used to be, unfortunately, but let's see if Luke's decided to do something quite interesting. You still have the Hyena King now, that's what you forgot. Right. I was wondering if you were about to do a... let me see. I was about to wonder if you were doing like a Hyena King, Hyena theme deck, but no, you just forgot to take out the Hyena King. Okay. Yeah. It's a shame, really. The Hyena King just does not work right now. Okay, so Goblin Bomb Squad and Elf out onto the field. That Hyena King is not going to beat the Goblin Bomb Squad, which means that Pandatoon will have 8 open damage on the field the turn after next. So Lukaku is going to have to deal with what looks like being a very strong chip damage deck. Decides to weaken the Golden Bomb Squad enough for the Hyena King to take care of it. It's a suicidal play, but it's a good one. It gets the Golden Bomb Squad off the field. So, charges up, down goes the Hyena King, but also down goes the Golden Bomb Squad. Elf is still sitting out there, both of them at the same amount of resources. Here comes another chip damage card, Skeleton. Interesting to see. If Lucarcry has a Holy Missile, which he does, there it goes. That takes down the skeleton nicely. Oh, baby. Lucarcry, are we about to see a Warlord deck? Are you trying to be my favorite person ever? Because if so, you're succeeding. I came off unnecessarily effeminate, I'm aware. But that's the effect that Warlords have on me. I love these guys. Oh, my throat's going. Okay, so out goes the Hunt to take care of that. We're not seeing the second Warlord, which I am finding interesting. You're trying to bait out a response from Pandatoon, perhaps? Or do you only have the one? Overcommitting. Don't worry about it, Lucarcry. It's interesting. Okay, there's a Vampire's going to come out and drain a little bit off Tarka. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that play, because the Vampire's going to get no health off that whatsoever. And it's immediately going to be removed. And there goes Shurka. Okay, so Pandatoon does have enough gold and enough darkness to remove Shurka, but the darkness would rely on Drag to Hell, which is, you know, it's a bit rough. Okay, so the Hellhound. Now that'll work out, yeah, because that'll kill Tarka. Now, Lucarcry does have enough gold to revive Tarka. It just depends on whether or not he thinks it's worthwhile. How much is Mana Soul Thief worth, Kalpesh? Nothing. All right. So this is... Oh, yeah. Ouch. And there goes... thing. Oh, but here comes the Forest Fire. Very nice. Ouch. 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 And ouch. Okay, so that's weakened Pandatoon's guys by a wide margin. Neon thinks that Lucarcry had a good amount of commitment, and yeah, I agree. You were pushing your advantage. You had the resources, so you made use of them. It wasn't a. It's not a crippling misplay, not crippling. Although that grade A Kite guy is pretty brutal, pretty brutal. Oh yeah, now comes the Arrow of Revenge. Okay. All right, and that finishes off with the Grade A Kite. Well played on both players' parts, honestly, especially since Lucarcry was struggling against having forgotten about the Hyena King in his deck. But good plays, honestly. I don't think there was any like blatant misplays, and there was no blatant overcommitting there. There was nobody did anything, you know, newbie-ish. Everybody played at a really high level. Just some good plays on both sides of the field. And I like to see, you know, the Grade A Kite on Pandatoon's side and the Warlords, my beloved Warlords, on Lucarcry's side. Very, very good game on both players' sides, honestly. Very good. Is there a Succubus Mana -1, Zik? Yeah, pretty sure there is, yeah. Could I name some cards that work well with which Xenon Yornda? She's on kind of a standalone card. You can fit her into a few things. Just make sure that your deck isn't too top heavy with the resources. Lucarcry is still a Wild Boar as well. Is that combo with the Forest Fire? So I was like, I wish they had a chat in the game, Dr. Cocktail. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to talk to your friends, but if you're able to talk to strangers while you were fighting the PvP arena, that would lead to some very toxic behavior. A lot of people bad-mannering each other, BMing each other in order to, you know, create psychological fake-outs and things like that. So you can see why they haven't brought it in. The emotes are about as far as they're willing to go, and you can kind of see why, really. But I wish you could talk to your friends, certainly, and I wish you did have clans and groups and that sort of thing. Guilds, that would be really good. That would be really good. Okay, Lucarcry and Dr. Cocktail, nice fights. Nice fights on both sides. Very impressive. Very impressive. So, yes, anyone removes. You'd probably remove it for an Eagle or another removal spell. Lucarcry, yeah. Yeah. Thing with the Warlords deck is you really do... What you need to do is you need the majority of the deck to be focused around bringing the Warlords out and keeping them out, but then you need a secondary win condition. So, yeah. Eagle would be fine. Probably better than the Wild Boar. But a removal spell would also work very well as well. Chatting in MD. yeah, in GTFO with your new noob. Yeah, that would basically be more or less what would happen. You know, you'd jump in, you would be running a Jurgen deck. Somebody would just unleash a torrent of bile on you and immediately quit, immediately forfeit the game. I mean, I had somebody on my YouTube channel calling me all kinds of names for using a Jurgen deck, and I don't even use a Jurgen deck. Any new Ultimate deck I recommend? No. No, I don't recommend Ultimate decks as a general rule. Although, having said that, if they haven't changed Clockwork, Wind Clockwork, then Ultimate Grim Reaper is going to be pretty much unstoppable. Let me just actually check that in the card database now. I want to see if they have changed the Clockwork. Because they hadn't yesterday, but they might have done it today. Target creatures and ability activations and replace number left down to 1. Nope, okay, they haven't changed it. So, yeah, okay. I changed my mind. Use Ultimate Grim Reaper next to the FODP Wind Clockwork. You will be basically unstoppable. Could you ask Bank of Mafia to put 2 Great Harvest in his store? I want to try some stuff. Okay, Bank of Mafia, if you're still hanging around, Satulia would like you to put 2 Great Harvests in your store so that they can try some stuff. And then they did a little, like, cat smiley face, so be afraid. You had the notification that comment, so it might be addressed to you, but you haven't used Jurgen in ages. Yeah, you had the notification, and I also had the notification, and then the one that was directed towards you was deleted, so it was all just kind of weird. Kalpesh, you versus Pana. Doing game chat. A game on versus... Okay. Let me see. So we're looking for Kengi. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So who is this? This is Kengi versus... Okay, so it's Kalpesh versus Dr. Cocktail. Why is everyone calling him Pana? All right. So what do we got? Gold, Light, Dark with 4 mutants. Gold, Nature, Light with 3 mutants. Mutant heavy decks. This should be interesting. Interesting card backs down there. Seems unusual. Is it unusual? Why do those seem unusual to me? Okay, Drag the Hell comes out against the Elephant. Interesting choice on Pandatoon's side, because that technically works out almost better for Kengi, although it does put Pandatoon ready to level up, which is interesting. So maybe he's just rushing for the level, because it's going to put him very strongly in the lead experience-wise. So the 2 cost to remove a 1 cost may actually turn out to be a good idea if he can take advantage of the extra actions. You mischose your deck, did you, Pandatoon? Well, so far, you're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. What? I'm not sure what you're saying. What to, Bank? We've said a lot of things recently. Out comes the Golden Bomb Squad as a counter to the Elf, which is yep. That's a good answer. The Elf can't beat it. So Kengi is just leveled up. Pandatoon is already halfway to level 3 and is charging fast, although he is running lower on resources than Kengi is. So at this point, it's really a question of who can take advantage of that. So Kengi's using his Elf Light Elf Hero Triss again. Let's see if Pandatoon has an answer to that. Ambush. That's a good answer. So, drains the light energy all the way down, but that's one of Kengi's best cards. Pardon me, that's the illness again. That's one of Kengi's best cards dealt with. Now, Pandatoon is all the way up at level 3. Kengi still hasn't, is still just a halfway point. And Pandatoon had more of a board presence, although now, obviously, not so much. Well done for taking out that Goblin Bomb Squad. So, another Goblin Bomb Squad of Kengi's comes out. So we're seeing a lot of bombs. It's a very, very good card. Staple in PvP and PvG. So, if you don't have one already, why not? Pandatoon is thinking about it. Charges twice. And feels so weird to scroll through Binder and see Hyena King after Goblin Bomb Squad. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so Pandatoon is conserving resources. Looks like he's trying to see what Kengi's going to do. Bait out a response, and then answer it. So, 2 Goblin Bomb Squads out on the field. Now would be a really good time for a trap in the castle. But very few people run it. Out comes Cher. Ambush Vine pushes the Golden Bomb Squad out of the way. Interesting choice to bring Cher out. Temporary block, perhaps? I'm not really sure. Forest Fire to eliminate basically everything, which is good. Although, really, I mean, you know, he may have been doing that on purpose, actually, to bait out the Ambush Vine so that he could kill the whole thing, which is pretty clever. Shame that he couldn't take advantage of it, unfortunately. I don't know what that darkness is for. Shall we say Gates of Hell? Maybe. Goblin Shredder comes out, and now everybody's up at level 3. Kenki's taking the lead in terms of hit points, but Pandatoon has more resources, specifically Darkness. That seems to be a big one right now. So, is there a plan behind the Darkness? Or... oh, yeah, it's a Demon Parnock. Okay, all right. So out comes the Grow Mushrooms. There we go. And what are we looking at next? Forest Fire. Let's see. Not Forest Fire, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Ouch. Oh, Demon Parnock +1. But at least Dr. Cocktail has the decency to apologize for that. Yeah. I should probably have mentioned that before we started doing this. I know it was an accident on Dr. Cocktail. I'm not getting onto him for this. He apologized, and that's very nice of him. But yeah, when we're doing these spectator battles, don't run gimmick decks, because you can't beat a gimmick deck unless you specifically bring a counter deck. Ouch. Nobody wins a war. Really. Pandatoon won the battle. Kalpesh won the moral victory. Still, useful for anybody that hasn't seen a Parnock deck in action. That's basically what you do with it. Parnock goes down, you play the Grow Mushrooms, and then it's either a light Gourd Bomb or a Forest Fire or basically anything like that will damage. Not instantly kill. Don't use a Holy Spear. It'll kill the Parnock. Alright, so, pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. I hope you feel suitably ashamed, Dr. Cocktail. And a valiant attempt, Kalpesh. Valiant attempt. Well pulled back as well from the level difference that was at the beginning there. Okay. So that actually hits 3 hours. And I'm... Again, I only intend on going for like 1 or 2 hours because of the fever, but 3 hours. So, excellent fights from everybody who participated, and thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate it. It's really helped me out that I can commentate instead of doing the fights myself while I'm feeling so sick. So I really appreciate it. And everybody had some really, really interesting decks to run. Mean deck. Oh, did it crash again temporarily? Shoot. Okay. Are we back? Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, I think we're back. Yes, we're back. Okay. Yeah, hopefully the next one's going to be better as well. That's what you used to do until FOD3. This one, so I'm going to fight. Neon, we can't fight. That's the 3 hours. I told you, I'm very, very sick today. Tune into the Tuesday stream, and I guarantee I will fight you. And I will fight you too, Kalpesh, because I know you were asking as well. Summon Incarnated Fire is the next meta. Outstanding. That would be terrifying. Okay, so, yes. That's 3 hours. I've got to go and pass out. Take some more medicine. There will be a video up tomorrow. It will either be a transcript of the free-to-play guide bit that we did in the middle here, or I will do another story mission guide. It'll probably be the story mission guide. Probably. So, yes, before we go, for everybody that wasn't around for the free-to-play guide, well, thank you for watching, Jabo. For everyone who wasn't around for the free-to-play guide, I will just very, very quickly go through that again now. So, if you are a free-to-play player, first thing you need to be aware of is ignore the arenas. Don't do any of the arenas unless you find them fun. Only do them for fun. Don't do them for the rewards. Ignore the arenas. Second thing, ignore the special tickets. The special tickets are pay to win. Do not worry about them. Do not focus on them. Everything that you can get using special tickets, you can buy from the player store. So that's what you need to focus on. So with that in mind, buying the cards you want from the player store, here's the best way to go about doing it. First of all, do all the daily and all the draft missions in the quest section of the game every single day. That'll get you 25 gems. Farm the roulette. You can get 10 gems a day from the roulette. That'll take you up to 38, which is more than enough for a Super Booster Mutant Pack, Super Mutant Booster Pack. Get the 150,000 gold membership when you can afford to do so. That will get you even more gems. And with all of those gems and the Mutant Booster Packs, buy the Mutant Booster Pack, one a day, sell every card inside it, unless it's one that you really, really want to keep. And with the money, start buying low and selling high from the player store. Use the extra gems that you got from the gold membership and from the roulette to seal the cards you buy at 0.4 so that you can sell them for an even higher price later on. You know, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. When you get enough money, use that money to buy the specific card that you're looking for the specific deck you're trying to build, and just keep going and going and going like that. The idea as a free-to-play player at this point is to earn as much gold as you possibly can. So that's it. Okay. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching. Nice stream. Thank you, Neon. Next stream will be Tuesday at 2 or 3 p.m. I really do need to sort of go through it with everybody and see what's best for everybody. Luke Harkrai, thank you for the timestamp. Andrew, thanks for the well wishes and for watching the stream. Hopefully you can make it to the next one on Tuesday. I do occasionally do a stream on the weekend, so just keep an eye out for that. They're usually quite lazy affairs. Lukaku, yeah, there was a stream crash. We seem to be okay now, and that's terrible here. Satulia, thanks for the stream, and even though the pad gain seems crippled, the game is still fun, and that's what it's about. Get well soon, thanks for all your awesome work. I agree, Satulia. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Lukaku, thanks. HD74956, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And a thank you to everybody who's watched and participated. You won't be here on Tuesday for sure, Lukaku. Back to college, I assume. Or will you be so busy hoovering? Oh, it's Valentine's Day, is it? Oh, okay. All right, out with a girlfriend. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Maybe we'll have like a special Valentine's-themed stream then. I'm not sure how we do that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so. Yes, that's been 3 hours. I'm fading fast. Video will be up tomorrow. This stream will be archived, so you can watch it anytime. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you too, Dr. Cocktail, for next week. Indeed, Kalpesh, it was indeed fun. Thank you very much for getting involved and for doing all those battles with people so I could commentate them. I appreciate it. All right, goodbye Han, and goodbye all. Thank you so much for watching and for participating and for just generally being involved and showing interest. Your support really honestly means the world to me. It just gets me right there. It really does. So thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for everything that you've done. And I'll see you all guys all next Tuesday. Until then, always remember, have fun and good luck.